Hey guys, welcome to the Crossplay Podcast, episode 5. Now, I am Evan, this fucking weirdo over here.
I am Deado.
We have, again, not too terribly much to talk about, not super big news in gaming. I have like a few little things to talk about here and there, but, might be another shorter episode, but an hour and a half is still pretty damn long, so...
Yeah, I mean,
Let's
I
get
feel
in.
like there have been more news topics this week. Some very
Did last week
significant
for
ones
sure.
as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah
last week we
last
had
week's...
2 weeks worth of news, and it was all shit. We have like a single line of news on our doc, whereas this
Yeah.
time we have 3 lines of news. So
Yeah, we have a
big
Google
difference.
Doc that we use for our stuff, and we just kind of started out with like we both have our own bullet point. We write whatever points we want. We literally, I think together we had
We had like what, 3 lines, 2.5, 3
we,
lines
we had
worth of stuff.
we had 11 talking points together in that last episode. For reference, episode 2. If you just go look at the
Episode 2 takes up half a page, more than half a page of like a standard A4
Google Doc
page, and that's in like 14 point right in. Whereas
episode 4 takes up
took
4 lines.
literally 4 lines, and 3 of them aren't even full. So yeah. But for the news this week,
and one of those lines is the title line that says episode 4 :
Yes, this is true. But yeah, this week there have been some pretty significant impacts that have made a lot of difference. For example, CS2 has had a situation. Do you know what's happened with CS2, Evan?
I don't pay attention to CS2 at all, so enlighten me.
You understand that there's like a trading market, right? With like the skins and stuff. You open cases.
Did they get rid of trading?
Market. No, they're not
Okay.
epic, but Valve did do a stupid. So you can, just as a baseline, for anyone who doesn't follow CS, this will help as well. So there are different like rarities of items, right? And every rarity up until the max one, the max rarity is knife or glove, and then everything underneath is like guns and stuff, which you can get from opening cases. If you have 5 guns, you can trade it up to another gun. If you have 5 guns, you have that rarity, you can trade it up to the next rarity. Makes sense. But it stopped at gun. It stopped at the red gun. No,
they did it for knives? No.
They made it so you could trade up 5 guns, 5 red guns to a knife or glove. And the market cap dropped $2 billion. $2 billion. And in fact, it was so bad that if you look at a website right now, like Price Empire, for example, if you like make sure it's sorted correctly, you can see that every single knife has dropped by like 70% of its value. In fact, I am going to go onto Discord right now, Evan. I'm going to change what screen I'm sharing so you can see what I'm looking at here. This is what the prices look like right now.
Oh my god.
Minus 69%, minus 69%, minus 68%, minus 68%, minus 68%,
oh my god.
Minus 68%, minus 68%.
That is one of the most...
It's all red. Every single bit. It's all knives, and they're all red, and gloves too, but it's all knives, and it's all red. Every single thing is red.
I
down
cannot...
like 70%.
That might be one of the steepest, just like... I have ever seen in my life across the board. Even the ones that are green are like that.
Yep, and the only reason why they're green is because it's the last 24 hours that they're green. Everything else is still red in the past 7 days. Like, look at this Talon knife, for example. Doppler Talon knife is down almost 80% of its value. It's still at $1,500 for reference. It's still at 1.674k.
Yeah.
And it is,
and that's 80% down.
80% down. That is insane. And yeah, that's the case for basically. Here's the graph, by the way, of the market cap.
Oh my god!
And this is just for like the like price range. So
that's the lowest it's ever been, isn't it?
It has been lower, like in 2022
at the start.
But yeah, it was worth, the market was worth $6.2 billion, and it dropped down to under $5 billion. Yeah, it has literally lost in the past 7 days, $1.4 billion.
God. This is just like the last time that we were talking about the fucking $55 billion purchase of EA. It's like, give me one of those billions, please.
Literally.
My family will be set up for the rest of their lives.
Absolutely, and everyone you know will be. But yeah, it is insane. So, in fact, it's been so bad that like the trading communities on Reddit, like the subreddits for trading, have actually sticky posts at the very, very top of the subreddit for suicide help hotlines.
Oh no.
Because people have lost millions of dollars on this. Literal millions of dollars. And for reference, here, let me give you a number here. It is statistically proven that 1 in 5 gambling addicts attempt to take their own lives.
Yeah. Not only did they ruin like a game, like one of the main parts of the CS community, they are also ruining lives like actively.
Yeah.
That is insane.
It's just everything is just dropped. So yeah, there you go, Evan. So you could see exactly what I was on about. Yeah, it's insane. It is an insane drop, and I have like it's rare that you ever see this kind of drop, but it was almost like a bubble burst, right? And that's basically what it was. Knives were kind of in that bubble space because the market kept growing and growing. The past couple years, it has actually grown like about $2 billion, $3 billion.
Yeah.
And it's been growing really well ever since like the start of 2025, especially. At the start of 2025, it was worth $3.5 billion, and now it's up to $6, and then it was up to $6 billion just a week ago. And yeah, it dropped down to 4.5. It's up to 4.8 billion right now. But yeah, that's what the market cap is.
Unbelievable.
So that's my intro topic. I know that most people know about it who are in the gaming space, but
I hadn't heard about it yet. No, that's crazy.
And I think that it is wild. It is interesting when the companies actually decide to do something, and I think it was a good thing to try and like stop the whole gambling problem and how out of control the prices were getting on a lot of things as well. Like there was some nights that were going for over $1 million.
Yeah. Did they announce it beforehand, or was it just like, it's done? No, see, that's where they messed up.
It was a patch update.
That's where they messed up. They should have announced it. They should have announced it beforehand.
It would have had exactly the same effect, though. It would have had the exact
I know, but then at least people wouldn't be blindsided by it.
That's true. That's
like, because in that, if it's that case, you can be like, hey, a month from now, we are adding the ability to trade up to knives and gloves.
Yeah, absolutely.
Whatever you guys have, start selling. You know?
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, something like or at least prepare them, because I can only imagine there were probably people that were like planning on doing something, and all of a sudden their $1 million knife is worth a few $100. And it's like, well, what the fuck do I do now?
It's not that significant change, but yeah, it might as well be.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But a lot of guns on CS as well that were like the red ones, the one below knife, they actually jumped up in value because they were like worth chips, basically. They were absolute cheap because they were shit. Nobody cared about them. So it'd be like completely battle-tested like really shit red gun that was worth like $5. It's shot up to being worth like $40 right now because you can just buy 5 of them. Yeah, that's $200, but then you can trade it up to get a knife that's potentially worth thousands. And that's still possible. So if you want to get in on the market, if you want to decide to be a gambling man,
don't encourage gambling. What is wrong with you?
Buy the dip. This is not financial advice. But yeah, so the situation has been very interesting to say the least. And honestly, it's insane how much it has dropped. It made national news in like most countries. It made like proper global news all over the place. Like it was in Bloomberg, the Japanese news that I watch, it popped up on there. It was on American news. It was on like normal like sort of reporting sites and the normal stuff you see. But it is wild how hard that market has dropped because of it. So I think that's a good intro topic. What do you want to take?
So, on a slightly less depressing and world life-changing topic, A little bit of crafting news. I talked about this a little bit last week, but I looked into it more.
Mhm.
With the Subnautica lawsuit, they ended up completely going back. So what their original argument was, Crafton's argument, right?
Mhm.
The Subnautica devs, the previous devs that got fired, their argument's been the same. So that we were ready to put it out. They fired us and delayed it, so they didn't have to do the $250 million payout.
Mhm.
They said something along the lines of like the game wasn't ready, and it wouldn't be done by the deadline. And then they turned back around and they were like, the deadline for the game has nothing to do with it. And like even Crafton's lawyers were like, "Fuck, what do we do with that? You're going back against yourself
Really?
now."
Yeah.
So there was like some shit where they just did a complete U-turn, and even Crafton's lawyers are like, "Fuck." It's like
The problem is
like
you
at
can't
this
do
point
anything about
they're
that situation. It's
grasping
like,
at straws, just
yeah.
looking for something to work.
Yeah.
And it's I mean, I don't know how much that the Subnautica devs, the Unknown Worlds guys, actually have in terms of lawyers or money or anything to spend on this court case, but I'm
Surely
really
it's a
hoping.
lot though. Like
Yeah.
realistically, if you think about it.
Yeah, I'm really hoping that they have enough to beat out Crafton, because Crafton's a fucking big company. I didn't realize how big.
They are
I didn't
massive.
realize how big Crafton
Yeah,
is.
they're
They are a
huge.
massive company.
Enormous company. In fact, they also created Inzoi, I believe, that AI game. Which, if you don't mind me taking another point here,
Sure, go for it.
leads me into my next point. I have put that Crafton sucks on this list of topics.
Yes, you have.
And the reason is because they have come out and took a very, very bold stance of being like, we are an AI first company. As a game development studio, AI, like generative AI first, and we'll be also using AI for like monitoring their employees and that kind of stuff, and like choosing who to purge when they're doing layoffs.
I wonder if that's how they came to the conclusion to fire the Subnautica devs.
Because I told them to. They're like, how can we save money? This is our list of expenses. I was like,
yeah, you're
you don't need
literally,
to pay
dude,
that
that's so funny. That's so funny. You give the AI a list of expenses and things you're going to spend, and it sees $250 million if gamers releases. Fire them! Fire them! It's just like
how make company cheaper. I can 100% see that being the case. 100%.
That is now my headcanon right now. That is my headcanon right now. That is so funny. Oh my god. Crafton does this shit so that it's they're testing it out. They're doing their first field test, and the AI just auto sends out an email. It's like, you're fired, and then Crafton is like, shit, I guess they're fired. What now? And then they're just grasping at straws to fix this. That's so funny. That's why.
Oh, that's brilliant. I love it. I'm here for it. I 100%.
Oh man. Oh.
Jesus Christ. All right.
Oh yeah. God.
Next topic.
Yeah, and then I guess the Marvel Rivals zombie thing.
Yes, Marvel
blew
Rivals.
Up. I've not played it yet.
Marvel Rivals has doubled its player count on Steam in the past like week because they released a PvE mode before Overwatch 2 could, like in the same, like in terms of span of time. Managed to release a PvE mode that is so popular that like they have regained so many players. A lot of players that were disillusioned as well.
I've still not tried it
and stuff. I haven't either. I'm thinking about downloading Rivals literally just to try it out because I like PvE. That's my domain.
I mean, I'll play it with you a little bit after the podcast if you want to.
Oh fuck yeah, dude! Fuck
hop on and try it out.
My woman has already got it, so
I think I've still got it downloaded. Let me double check.
Pog. I'll download it afterwards. How big is it?
Yeah, it's downloaded. On consoles, it says 56.5 gigs, just about.
Ooh,
a little over 56.5. It's a chunky in.
It's big.
It's chunky.
But yeah, like currently there's a lot of issues with matchmaking, with performance, and a mix of other things as well. I know that there's been a massive issues with matchmaking recently. But yeah, so they have managed to get back a lot of players, especially the ones that like hate the matchmaking, because you don't have to worry about matchmaking with PvE. You don't really have to even worry about like performance that much. Like, oh, if you're playing competitive shooter, you have to. But
this is one of the most popular games right now. I think it still is. Rivals is really popular still,
it's
right?
massive. Yeah.
I think hopefully this will fucking put it in these other companies' heads that PvE games are still fun.
Oh my god, yes.
Because I am so tired of everything being
please.
online multiplayer. I am so tired of it.
Always online multiplayer
Like,
bullshit trash.
maybe this will make
yes.
Treyarch Activision put more work into the zombie side of shit.
It would be nice. It would be really nice. And it's funny because later on I will mention Fortnite Save the World. It is in my list of games that we're going to discuss later. But it genuinely annoys me how like so many games have such good opportunity for PvE and then they just get fucking shafted because the moneymaker is in the PvP games. Because I think it doesn't help that like a lot of people who want a PvE experience are willing to put like 60 down, maybe like a bit more on the PvE experience, whereas the PvP people, like they don't want to put anything down straight up, but will happily spend like 20 quid a month on microtransactions, $30-$40 here and there when they really want a gun or really want a skin or a bundle.
What they need to, is like specifically with Activision Treyarch, they could re-release every zombies map for $20 a pop, $30 a pop.
Yeah.
Even people would pay for $40 a pop. Like for every zombies map, like one by one, people would pay $40 to be able to play a 120 FPS new game version of the original World at War.
If I want to play, World at War, if I want to play BO1, BO2, whatever, I'm not going to play the original game. I'm going to play them on Plutonium as well.
Yeah.
Or I'm just going to play mods or whatever. Or I'm going to play BO3 customs, whatever. Like and the new zombies just aren't that good, quite frankly, and it really sucks. We talked about
I do have some hope for Black Ops 7 zombies because it sounds like there's a lot of passion in it from the description of it feels very nostalgia baity, but I'm hoping that it's passion driven because it essentially is just better transit. It's like if they mixed Rev and Transit together and like but it's on a new gen console, so it's not held back by limitations of the PS3, Xbox 360 generation.
That's true.
So hopefully the denizens aren't there, or if they are there, hopefully they're just not as fucking annoying to slow you down. You know what I mean?
I never found the denizens that annoying. What pissed me off more were the fucking dickheads on Ascension. They pissed me off way more.
The little monkeys? Yeah.
Little monkeys. I hate them.
Ascension is one of the maps that's going to be in the BO7 launch map.
That's really cool, actually. And on the topic of launch maps, I think that like one of the maps that they get in, like maybe a little bit later, I don't know if it's launch map, but they're getting Nuketown again for multiplayer because they don't know how to make a new fucking map for multiplayer.
Well, to be fair, can we just have Nuketown in general? It's the best map. It's so perfectly laid out.
Good. It is.
Just don't screw with it that much.
The thing is, like, if BO7
devs don't know how to make maps anymore.
This is so fucking true. If BO7 is actually good, which I hope it is, I doubt it will be, but if it is, and I'll watch a lot of videos on it, I might get a month of Xbox Game Pass to see how good it is. If it's actually good, I might get the game so that we can fucking, because I'm down for zombies, and I'm also down for fucking quick scoping on that game, you know?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I froze for a second. That was
fun.
You
did, mate. Yeah, so it would be fucking nice if they actually made a good game for once.
Yeah, speaking of zombies, let's pivot over to what we just finished doing. So I'll send you some screenshots of it, like comparisons, so that you can put it in the edit. But for like 2 years now, I've had this stupid Minecraft world sitting on the back burner where I recreated the giant, the Reese, from World at War and Black Ops. And it's in all of them pretty much, up until Black Ops 4.
Yeah, it was in literally all of them.
Was it in Black Ops 2? I don't think it was in Black Ops 2. It was definitely in Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 3.
It was in BO3, but in BO3 it was the giant rather than the Reese.
Yeah. So I recreated it fully in Minecraft. Like all of the systems work and everything. So you can link the teleporters. You can't use the teleporters, so power's on and the teleporter's actually linked. The power system actually works, turns on a bunch of systems and stuff, and there's doors that work, and it's pretty fucking neat. Yeah, I like it a lot. And we actually what we were working on before we started the podcast. Was
we
making the
literally
teleporters work.
started this episode after 1 a.m. my time, when we normally started at 8 p.m. my time, because not only did this motherfucker stay up all night, so fucking was late anyway,
I was up
by an hour or two, but on top of that, also fucking like got me distracted with it too, so we wound up working on it, and I was doing the command.
I meant to bring him on for like 10 minutes just to show it to him and like bring him around, and then we were like, well, how do we get the teleporters to work? And we worked on it for 3 hours.
When you ask me a question, I don't give you a straight answer. I like helped fucking figure it out. But I mean, it's working. It's going well.
That's the whole thing of why we started this podcast, because shit like that happens all the time.
Yeah, it's like whenever we sit down and play together, I always just pull up my OBS, when this motherfucker reminds me especially, pull up my OBS and click record, because it's always fucking stupid. I have like, like we were playing Truckmania 2020 for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that, with us pair and Wick, and like it went on for so long, just the stupidest jokes. Like we drag these jokes out for like
I forgot.
Like
my girlfriend finally understands those
jokes. Yeah, we make the stupidest jokes, but like it's just so silly, and every time there's always a new joke. Every time there's always a new joke, and it's always just as fucking stupid as the last one. It's so
I just had some cheese pizza last night.
Oh fuck yeah. I do love some good cheese pizza. I saw a video actually of what are their names? Is it Jennifer Aniston, the blonde chick from Friends?
Friends? I think so. That sounds
right. And it was her and Adam Sandler talking about pizza. And it was not suspicious in the slightest the way they were talking about pizza. And it was a fucking comical video. Like they were talking about pizza in a way that not a single man talks about pizza on this planet. I will. I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you on Instagram, I think. That's where I found it.
That's so funny. Do they talk about cheese pizza?
They were just talking about pizza.
Pizza in general.
But then got very, very apprehensive when asked about it by another interviewer.
That's so funny.
Anyway, back to the gaming news.
Yes. I don't know what a lot of the stuff that you have. I do want to touch on one thing though.
Yeah.
Because this is something I know a little bit about and that I cannot believe is happening. Halo is coming to PlayStation.
It is.
Xbox is literally selling their only IP and putting it on their rival that is currently in the base console wars. I think PlayStation is winning.
Oh, by miles. They have been for the past 10 years. Genuinely, like they've been insanely on it.
Are they still releasing their like PC console thing?
What? Microsoft?
Xbox?
Yeah, they released the Xbox Ally X, which is a handheld PC basically. And it was.
Oh, is that what it was? Is that what it ended up being? I thought it was supposed to be a console you connected to your TV, but it had access to the Steam library.
They did plan on doing that as well, or talked about it at least. But basically, what they've released so far is the ROG Ally, which is this competitor to the Steam Deck, but with Xbox branding, with an improved like chip and everything. It's basically the second version of the ROG
Okay,
Ally.
PlayStation, can we please work on that? Because this thing fucking sucks.
Please, oh my god, please, Sony, get back into handhelds. I want another PSP. So but I'm pretty sure
this thing sucks. I got this for super cheap, which is the only reason that I have it. I got it for like it's $80. Like I got it for shit like dirt. It's using over like $200. I got it over 50% off. I was like, sure, I'll get it. The only time I've ever used it was to play Doki Doki Literature Club on my couch because I didn't want to sit in my chair.
I remember.
That's literally it.
But yeah, so
thing sucks.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. It's fucking stupid and just it's such a silly idea. But yeah, so Halo
and handheld technology. I'm gonna keep going on with this, right? Handheld technology is so easy now.
It's so good now.
It's not like you have to innovate super hard.
Yeah.
You don't have to innovate.
And that was
exactly
15 years ago. I'm old.
Yep. That's fine. Yeah, the PSP was an innovation on handheld technology. It was huge, very different from the DS or anything like that.
And they created their own disc system as well, kind of like the GameCube created their own disc like functionality. The Wii did the same. You could use GameCube games in it. But like the little UMD discs were absolutely fucking tiny little discs.
Yeah.
They were so fucking cute.
Yeah, they were awesome. I still have somewhere. I have a PSP, but I froze. Oh god. Okay. I still have a PSP somewhere, but the battery bloated and like
spicy pillow time.
Yeah,
spicy pillow.
So I need to go get a replacement battery, and I'm hoping that it still works.
It should do. I still have my PSP, and I'm pretty sure my sister still has hers.
I'm just worried because the bottom of the screen is cracked pretty bad, and I'm hoping that the actual screen isn't damaged and it's just the glass.
Nah,
because it sat in a box, in a bag, in a basement for like 10 years and nobody touched it, and I found it when I was moving. I went to my mom's house to try and find some stuff of mine that was in her basement, and I found that.
I need to pull my old PSP out because like I have some games I want to play that are on there. I've talked about Little Big Planet on there a couple times. There were so many good games like Pixel Love and Rush and those kinds of ones. Still, one of my favorite games of all time from that era was Mercury HG. It was such a simple, calming game, but it was so good. If you haven't seen it, it's literally like you're a blob of mercury, and you just have to like tilt the stage effectively to move yourself around, and like you dye yourself different colors and split your ball of mercury to like make it go to different areas or to paint it different colors because certain colors can go through certain gates and that kind of stuff. It was an interesting game. It was honestly kind of innovative considering that like I've never seen another game like it. But yeah, it was quite good. But I love that era of games. There was so much innovation. There were 9,000 games, if I remember correctly, on the PlayStation 3 catalog. In fact, there were over 9,000 games, funnily enough.
Yeah, I want as well, because you're talking about the calming games and stuff. Whenever I think of a calming game, I think of something like Journey, Abzu. Have you played?
I haven't played.
You've played Journey. You've seen Journey. Do you know Abzu?
Yeah, that's on. Yeah.
It's Journey Underwater. Have you heard of Jusant?
No, I don't think so.
I think it's a French game. French? When did this come out? Yes. When did this release? Let me look. This was 2023. It was December 2023.
Yes.
Or no, it was actually October 2023.
I've seen this. It had the really unique art style that I really liked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember this.
I recently got it. I think it was one of the PlayStation Plus like free games.
Yeah.
Or something like that. I grabbed it. And I finally played it like a week ago or so. It's really good. I sat down and beat it in one sitting. It's not long, but it's just you literally just climb this fucking spire that goes just straight up, and that's all the game is. But it's really fun. The climbing mechanic is fun, and it's like a little puzzly at some points. I liked it a lot.
That's brilliant.
Very, very much enjoyed it.
It's also Steam Deck verified, which is great because that's the sort of game you would expect to sit down and play on a Steam Deck. Yeah, that's awesome. I do like quite calming games. I actually recently, one of my friends posted in her server, basically like a little sheet of like about you video games kind of thing, to show like favorite game, you love everyone hates, you hate everyone loves, favorite protagonist, that kind of stuff. And one of them was relaxing game. I put Euro Truck Simulator 2 for my relaxing game. I'll also send you this thing, Evan, if you ever want to fill it out at some point, because I think it's interesting. I quite like it.
I'll tell you another game.
Yeah, go on.
Okay. Another game, actually a game series. I didn't know it was a game series until the other day, but a game I stumbled across not too long ago because it was also PlayStation Plus free, is a game called Origami. It is a stealth game, and it is very fun. You play as this character who's kind of like a living shadow. And like when you're sitting in the shadows, you're almost invisible. You can teleport from shadow to shadow and like all this other. It's really, really neat. It's like you are super powerful when you're in the shadow, and you're very much not powerful when you're out in the light and stuff. And your whole goal is just to get from one end to the other. And trying to do that completely ghosted, no detections, nothing, is so hard. It is insane. I really enjoy. I've only played 2 hours of it.
I like the art style of that game as well. It's yet another one of those like artistic games, which is very nice to see.
I very much miss games with that kind of like cartoony artistic art style. I'm very tired of the ultra high HD. Even when we do it with all this, they still look fake, unless it's Red Dead.
Ultra realism can be good in certain games. Certain games suit the vibe. But why are you making like silly, goofy, like arcade shooters and stuff in this style? It's like if what's it called? If Overwatch 2 was made in this hyper realism, it would make sense. Like for a game like Grand Theft Auto, it makes sense. That tracks.
Grand Theft Auto, Red Dead 2.
Basically the entirety of their fucking catalog except for Bully makes sense. But like you're not going to see an ultra realistic Zelda game because that doesn't work for this genre.
Well, when they did try to do it like ultra realistic to an extent in whichever game it was that Link could turn into a wolf for whatever reason, like it worked. They worked it and it worked well. Like it wasn't obviously it's still fantasy. There's still like monsters and different creatures and stuff, but they tried to make Link more realistic looking, and it worked. I did like
the ways you do it right.
I've not ever played through all the Zelda games. I've played through Breath of the Wild. I loved Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, I think that's like the probably like a popular choice as the best. Well, obviously people will say Ocarina of Time as well, but especially for like modern games and modern audiences as well, because like
I think that was the best game on the Switch.
But the other game's brilliant, but at the same time, like every game ages. Like Infamous shows its age, for example. Call of Duty show their age. GTA 5 shows its age. Like,
I think that Breath of the Wild is definitely the best game that ever came out on Switch, for sure.
Yeah, I think that's a reasonable assessment, to be honest.
Yes. Well, maybe I never finished Tears of Kingdom, so I can't speak on it, but that might be the best if it's better than Breath of the Wild. I have it. I never beat it.
As far as like the everybody seems to think from what I can gather is that like it was really good, but it wasn't anywhere as good as Breath of the Wild. There are some people that think the opposite. There are some people that think that it was absolutely stellar and miles better, but
they managed to make Tears of the Kingdom have even more content, which is crazy to me.
It is
because Breath of the Wild was already huge. And the fact that they managed to make Breath of the Wild run the way it did on the original Switch blows my mind.
That's one thing that
considering I will Pokemon Legends CA.
Yeah, it's something I'll often praise Nintendo for. Is and they're like studios especially is their ability to optimize games for such dog shit hardware. Obviously that's not always the case.
Except Nintendo for Pokemon.
Nintendo do release a lot of games that are absolute fucking sub. Also, holy shit, is that game the Game Freak is working on? Does it look so fucking good? Genuinely.
What are they working on?
It's a non-Nintendo game.
Oh.
And
what is it?
It is a like it's called Beast of Reincarnation, if you want to look it up. And it's like post-apocalyptic Japan. It's like I think it's like it looks kind of like a Souls-like to me.
Whoa, that is very different from.
It is absolutely gorgeous. It is really, really, really fucking pretty. And yeah, like it looks incredible. But like this is what happens when like sometimes you need a push to be reminded that Game Freak aren't Nintendo. And that they do release games on non-Nintendo platforms occasionally, very rarely. But yeah, this was revealed back in like 2023. But yeah, do you want to watch the trailer real quick so we can have a chat about it?
Yeah, hold on. Let me go to YouTube. Remind me, it was Beast of Reincarnation?
Yeah, that's right.
Coming 2026. Yeah, that looks really good. So, man, Pokemon's taking a weird turn.
Literally. And the fact that like this
how do they go from making that to Legend ZA? How does that work, man? That's like a super high fidelity maybe that's why Legend ZA is the way it is, because they put all their shit towards that.
Yeah, literally. But like I think that it is Nintendo's fault. I'm very happy to blame Nintendo for a lot of things. But I do genuinely think that like the situation with this is like they were basically told, here's your budget, go for it, make a game.
Yeah, that looks really
And
good.
they gave them like a fucking tiny budget. Remember that like all they need to do is sell 200,000 copies of ZA.
Yeah,
to break even. That's a tiny amount. Like if you said 2 million, I'd be like a bit low, but fair enough. But yeah, honestly, like the fact that they can create something like that, it bothers me. It bothers me greatly. Also, real quick, circling back to Xbox, there is a rumor that next Xbox console is going to have free multiplayer again. Like the PS3 used to. Like the PS3 used to.
I'm so tired of PS Plus, Xbox Live bullshit, man.
Literally. The thing is, as well, is that like it makes consoles less attractive than PC, and it's like there are a lot of reasons to get a PC over PlayStation. But if I sit down and say, okay, you can either get a PlayStation 5, not even a Pro, PlayStation 5 Disc Edition, for its retail price when it launched for like, what was it, $550, or alternatively, you can get a PC that costs $1,000. You'd probably take the console if like you are on the fence because it's so much cheaper. But then you factor in that every single year you need to spend like an absolute fucking ridiculous amount of money, $70, $80, $90, however much it is on PlayStation Plus now. And that's for years. If you have the console for 5 years, let's say it's like $90. That's $450 online, again. And you've bought the console again, exactly. And by that point, you'll have. And the thing is, as well, if you like have PC, is that your Steam sales will also make it so you're spending less money on video games. The amount of games that I've picked up for pennies is insane.
Yeah, the decision to go to a pay-to-play format, I don't know when that was made. I mean, years ago, obviously. It's very unfortunate.
It started on the Xbox 360, I believe, with Xbox, with Microsoft, and then PlayStation didn't do it because they weren't in the lead. And it's the same thing with a lot of crossplay things and that kind of stuff. Back in the day, was like Sony were pushing for those things, but then Microsoft didn't want them, and Microsoft were doing greedy tactics because they could. But then the second that PlayStation got the lead, Sony did the exact same thing that Microsoft were doing, and Microsoft were turning around like, no, this isn't fair. And it's like, you did this to begin with. This is your fucking fault.
Yeah. Sony did it because in order to get sales, they had to outgreed Microsoft.
Basically.
That's what it is. It's a greed competition.
Yeah,
I feel so bad every time we record these as well for how I look, because I'm always looking over here at my primary monitor, but my camera is set up over there on my secondary monitor.
As long as like when you're actually doing a proper talk, you know, you address the camera. But outside of that,
every once in a while,
yeah. But like for example, whenever like I train my eyes, so like whenever like you're talking, it's rather I'm actually looking at you. I'm usually looking at like your name on my screen, so it looks like I'm looking at you, to be honest. But that's an intentional decision by me. But it really does not matter in the slightest. But outside of that, right? So there is a new game coming out called Anchor.
I've not looked at this yet. Let me look at some screenshots while you're talking.
Yes, go for it. This game is a 150 player underwater survival, and it's been described as a crossover between Rust and Subnautica. It looks very, very, very beautiful and could appeal to fans of both games. The idea is that it's like persistent multiplayer worlds, and it's both PvP and PvE as well, and the game can be played solo, which I think is brilliant, because that's like an issue with Rust, is like if you like the vibe of Rust but you don't want to deal with your base being pillaged whenever the split second you go offline, you know, then it's not going to appeal to you. I'm just trying to look for the quote here about the game describing it. It says it's combines elements of Rust and Subnautica, promising a survival crafting experience with an emphasis on multiplayer. which is very interesting. And yeah, it's built around always on servers that keep evolving while players are offline. So again, I think that it is very much that Rust kind of vibe. The map is 33% bigger than the first Subnautica map. So if that'll hopefully give you some reference. The developers are called Theorem, Fearem.
Like theorem, but fear, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it.
They describe themselves as a tech-focused independent studio. And
generative AI focus.
they usually develop for other clients. They have released only one of their own titles this past decade, apparently, which was a horror game.
What was it?
It's called Demonical, but spelt Daemon, like demon, D-A-E.
I see it.
Yeah, but yeah, it's an ASIM.
Is it called horror. Demonical is optional?
I'm.
Oh no! Okay, I only saw the demonical. Trust is optional. Death is not. That's what the full. I just saw like a little snippet of just the middle of the logo, and it says, is option," and I was like, "No way is the tagline for this game demonical is optional."
Apparently, yeah. So it released in 2018. To mixed reviews, it literally has 56 reviews on Steam. It is not popular in the slightest, and it is still in early access after almost a decade, after like 7 years. So
what is it?
It was released on the 15th of August 2018, and it's still in early access, that Demonical game. So hopefully this one's better. It looks to be much better funded. It looks to be much more polished. And hopefully it's actually pretty damn good. The Steam page is actually already live for the game, but it's like just to be announced on when they're going to release it. I will send you the link to the Steam page so you can have a look for yourself and potentially wish list it, because I've added it to my wish list because this looks very interesting to me. But yeah, it seems literally like if Subnautica was Rust. That's exactly the vibe.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate it's not an alien planet. I'm very excited. I am still excited for Subnautica 2 because it is supposed to be multiplayer. Apparently, at least that was one of the original selling points I remember.
Yeah, it is interesting. I think that could be.
Yes, Subnautica 2 will have online multiplayer according to the AI overview, so take it with a grain of salt. If it ever comes out.
Overview, literally. Yeah. I'm quickly going through all of my tabs that I have open here. Oh, right. The Halo campaign that's releasing on PlayStation will also take advantage of the DualSense's like haptic triggers and stuff, which is wild considering the fact that it's an Xbox title.
And they're having to build it from the ground up.
Yes.
As well. Back in Unreal Engine 5, because they never had it programmed to work on PlayStation, so they have to remake it, which is fun.
The hardware is basically the same in the PlayStation and Xbox. They're like,
yeah, no,
they're both using AMD chips. I'm pretty sure the graphics is very, very similar as well. I have no idea how it would be that difficult, but
yeah, apparently they had to remake it though. So
that's wild to me.
I'm very excited to see what goes on with it though.
Yeah, I am. I'm looking
very excited to play it.
Yeah, absolutely. I hope it's good. Because the recent Halos have been absolute dog shit. Quite frankly, the most recent one was ass.
What was the most recent one? Was that Infinite or whatever?
Yeah, whatever the fuck they decided to call it. Genuinely the worst multiplayer experience I've had in a long time. And I played Apex Legends once.
Yep.
Correction, I also played Valorant once.
I don't understand how people enjoy Apex. I really don't.
Yeah, it's. I've never been a really big battle royale person. I think that, like, in my opinion, from an objective standpoint, I think that Apex is the best battle royale game, but it's a battle royale game. So, it's not exactly like...
It would have been a better TDM.
It would have been better TDM, and it would have been better if it were Titanfall 3.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It would have been better if it was that good old, Titanfall series that it was supposed to be.
Literally.
And then the parent company was like, hold on, pivot, Battle Royale.
Dickheads. It's almost like those companies are fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Pain. A couple more.
Why did
topics.
Fortnite have to exist? Fortnite really did ruin everything.
It ruined everything. I went on a rant for like an hour long to my woman, literally just the other day, on how Fortnite ruined the entire gaming sphere. Everything that's wrong with gaming industry right now is because of Fortnite. The thing is, though, is if it wasn't Fortnite, it was going to be another company. It probably would have been an EA. It would have been Activision. One of those doing something fucking stupid. Or Ubisoft. We all know how good they are at fucking over things. I can't believe that they actually fucking made a good shooter game and it wasn't popular. It pissed me off so much. X-Defiant was the best shooter game in modern times, and then it got shut down because it wasn't popular. It was so good. It was so fucking good. It felt like old COD. It was so good. Now a couple more I have here is Zekas, my boy, if you guys don't know that name, he developed Lethal Company. He's a Lethal Company guy.
Shit.
His game, Welcome to the Dark Place, has finally gone up on Steam and is free to play as well.
Oh shit.
I've been following this for a long time. I'm in his servers. And yeah, I'm following it obviously because of...
Is it good?
I haven't actually played it yet, but I've been following his stuff because I like Lethal so much. So I've been following his stuff. But it is it's a text-based psychological horror. So not my
different.
kind of game.
I was expecting another friend slap, but
yeah. He develops a lot of stuff. So he mostly develops games on Roblox because of furry. Those two things go hand in hand.
Yep.
But yeah, he mostly develops like the what's Who's it's the experiences, I believe you'd call them on Roblox. But yeah, he started development in 2017 and it was his first game outside of Roblox. And then he, produced a few other things. The Upturned, Lethal Company, etc. Apparently it's not as polished as Lethal. Which I can't blame it. Lethal was stock assets and lots of them at that. Like the amount of stuff that was available in Lethal that was just freely available stuff, all the music, all the sounds, all of the models are basically all available just like for free on Unity or from like old stock libraries, stuff that's in the public domain.
Yeah. The fact that game got so popular and made so much money for that dude. Like, all it takes is one game that's funny like that.
Yeah. It happened with Repo as well. I remember the Repo devs talking about how they made insane bank off of developing Repo, and like they didn't have to do anything more, but they kept fucking developing it anyway. Because I've
still never played Repo. I've always meant to.
I have Repo if you want to play it at some point. Wick has Repo.
Is it free?
It's not, but it's not expensive. It goes on sale as well. Let me Repo. It right now it's £8.50, so it's like $10. So it's a cheap game. And yeah, I remember seeing it and I just saw the logo everywhere, the fucking stupid laughy emoji, and like I thought it looked so fucking dumb because I just kept seeing this laughy emoji and I just wasn't interested. But then the second I actually saw the trailer for the game, I was like, okay, this actually looks good. And it still, to this day, has overwhelmingly positive reviews across 92,500 reviews. That's an insane number. If just like 5% of people, and that's like a high number, if 5% of people review a game, right, and it has 92,000 reviews, you can multiply that by 20 and get that it was about 2 million people that played that game on Steam.
I think it's only on Steam, isn't it? Or is it on the Epic Launcher too?
I don't know, but I make sure that I point it out as well, just in case. Because I know that there are games like on other platforms as well. Like, what's it called? Among Us is available on Steam. It's also available on like your phone and stuff, and it's now available on consoles. Phasmo is available on consoles for some reason.
It's good. It's fine.
They spent all of their development effort for like 10 years on it. It was so fucking ridiculous. And they're still recovering from it, I swear to God. We're actually finally getting updates now. We're getting like a new map finally soon. Whenever soon is. I don't even know when soon is, but soon.
Definitely looking forward to it whenever it comes out. I'll be playing.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
I need to get back on there and get myself leveled back up to full. I don't think I ever did.
But yeah, I mean, I'm always down for Faz, to be honest. And then the last news I have before going on to our further topics is that the Dungeons and Dragons people have revealed that 8 new subclasses for their next book. We won't go into full depth on these like we did for the last one because these are just simple ones. But
the last ones we were excited about because they were cool.
Yeah,
I've not seen these yet.
So I'll just read these off here. So the Bard has College of the Moon now, and I don't have like super in-depth details on these. But yeah, College of the Moon, which is honestly I'm surprised that we didn't have that already. Cleric has Knowledge Domain, so they're going to become a Jujutsu Kaisen character. Fighter has Banneret, or however the fuck you say that word. I don't fucking know what that means. Paladin has Oath of the Noble. I don't know how to fucking say that word either. Genies? Yes, I'm stupid. It's genies. Ranger has Winter Walker. Rogue have Scion of the Three.
Wait, there's a new Ranger subclass coming out.
Yes, Winter Walker.
What's it? Can you read the description on that one for me?
I don't have a description for you
because
these are from the these aren't from the playtest. They've just been announced for the Heroes of Faerun. Forgotten.
Oh, okay. So they're not actually like worked out yet fully.
I think that they will be. It's just that like they're the new expansion that's about to drop, basically. Sorcerer has Spellfire Sorcery, and Wizard has Blade Singer, which honestly, that one sounds cool. That one I'm interested in. But
me too.
These are just standard, normal subclasses. For Blade Singer, for example, it gives gives wizards access to melee weapons and provides movement and powerful features like extra attack. The Spellfire Sorcerer, it says, looks to be a powerful option among the subclasses, teasing the Absorb Spells feature as an additional perk to reactionary spells like Counterspell. That's interesting. I do look forward to seeing how these will play. These will drop on November 11th. So we'll have the full details then. And we'll probably cover them in much more detail when that happens, which is only in a couple of weeks. In fact, we normally record on Wednesdays, and in 2 weeks, it's the 12th, which means the day afterwards, so I can look into those, basically the day that they drop, hopefully. That is all of the news topics I had. Did you want to cover any, Evan, before we move off?
Off the top of my head, I don't have much to talk about. I am very much looking forward to our headliner today.
I really am as well.
Yeah, this is something that I'm sure as I continue talking about this, that I'll come up with more ideas, just because I didn't put too many ideas down for it. But our main headliner for this video, as you saw from the title, is games that need a fucking resurgence.
So
there are so many really
games.
I froze. Oh, there we go.
There are so many good games and so many good franchises that desperately need love breathed back into them. And genuinely, like, it's funny because we've talked a lot about Titanfall 2 on this podcast, and we will continue to. And it is in both of our lists because it's so fucking good.
It is genuinely the best first-person shooter game. It's definitely the best advanced movement FPS of all time.
100%.
If you want to argue some of the original CODs for best FPS, I'm fine with that, but it's definitely the best advanced movement FPS ever made.
Yeah, absolutely.
It might as well be a fucking arcade shooter.
Yeah, they really had it on lock, to be fair. It was so good.
It walks a fine line between arcade shooter and like serious FPS. It's very fun.
For sure. And like
And the servers are still up.
they're still
It's
active.
still able to be played.
You can still find matches.
There can be a resurgence. There can be. We just have to make it happen.
And if you have a PC, the game goes on sale for like $2 or $3, like every single month, basically. So it is such an easy pickup. Genuinely, it is such a good fucking game. I miss
even if you just play the campaign. The campaign is gorgeous. It's one of the best. It's short and it's awesome. I think it's only like 8 levels. Super good.
Yeah, it's only like 8 levels, but at the same time, those levels are like so packed full of like attention to detail. The story is fucking amazing. In fact, in the list of games that like I mentioned earlier, that little fucking thing, my pick for best story was Titanfall 2 because it is just so fucking good. And there are so many contenders for that spot as well for best story. Like there are so many good games out there. Infinite Warfare campaign. There's I'm going blank on so many stories here. Infamous 1, Infamous 2, Infamous Second Son. They were all fucking
the
great.
Red Dead games.
The Red Dead games, GTA fucking games. I love GTA 5. I know a lot of people prefer GTA 4, but I love GTA 5. I'm simple, man. Yeah, but yeah, like it's insane how just incredible Titanfall 2 was. The campaign just didn't miss.
It was so far ahead of its time with how good it was. Like advanced movement games weren't like a thing that was set in stone. Like it was pretty new still, and they nailed it. First try.
It was perfect. And again, like the way that they like when you're in your mechs, for lack of a better word, honestly, when you're in your mechs, like you can
Titans.
Yes, your Titans, but like
that's the better word, Deado.
I know. Shut it. But when you're in your mechs, like you're so much slower, but there are also movement tech. If you two is the movement Titan, you can fucking launch forwards, or you can just do what I did and get the fuck out of your Titan the second you spawn it, or not even get in it in the first place, really. Just use it to crush people and let it go on its way and start fucking marking people, chasing them around while they're in their Titans and shit. It is so fucking fun, and like I can just like there aren't that many games that I can sit down and just like talk about and have like millions of memories just flood across my mind. But that's what I have with Titanfall. The game was so good that every single time I think about it, I think about a different incredible memory I have of that game. I don't remember the names of the maps, but like I remember the layout of every single one, like down to a T. Whether it's the one with like the square in the middle, which was perfect for auto aim pistoling, whether it's the one with a fucking watchtower, whether it's the one with the long fucking bridge that is impossible to walk across without getting fucking sniped. Like I remember every map so well.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I forgot about the one with the watchtower. You could like
I was
almost glitch your way to the top of it. It was hard to get up there.
Such a dickhead on that map, because especially when I use my movement tech, like the grappling hook or the launches or whatever dashes, I pissed everybody off I could, and like the amount of times that we placed top of the leaderboard first and second as well on just everything was insane.
It was one of the few FPS games. Yeah, it's one of the few FPS games that I ever got really good at.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, like I'd consider myself decent at like quick scoping and stuff on COD, but holy shit, that game was something else. We were fucking like so good together.
I loved the Wingman Elite so much.
Oh fuck yeah.
That was my main weapon. Beautiful. My whole like kit was just BM.
It was the auto pistol was a dickhead move.
Yeah, the auto pistol. All I used was pistols. I had a regular like 9mm or whatever it is, like the equivalent of it. I had the Wingman Elite, which is just a big, powerful revolver. I had the auto pistol as my special, but then my Titan was the fucking chain gun.
Oh my god!
So
and like again,
I think that one might be called the Legion. I don't remember.
Different weapons, like you had the melee, you had like the fucking
like they were.
gun.
Yeah, that's where I was saying it walks a fine line, because when you're playing as a pilot, it's a regular advanced movement multiplayer game. The
Except for the
second you
fact that
spawn
it's
in a
actually
Titan,
good.
arcade shooter.
Yeah,
Arcade
yeah,
shooter. The
literally.
second
And
you get your Titan.
the way that it
It's
blends the
nuts.
two so perfectly as well. Like, it's
Yeah.
balanced. Like, if you're a pilot going against a Titan, you're probably dead. But if the Titan's distracted, you can just hop on board and just fucking eat the battery
Yeah.
out. And there are
Yeah,
defenses
that
against
was
it
the
as
best
well.
part about it.
There are
Yeah.
defenses against it.
I loved the fact that you could literally, if you were losing a fight against a Titan, you could run around a corner, jump out, slingshot around, get on their Titan, steal their battery, put it in yours.
So
Like,
satisfying to steal batteries from Titans and then just fuck off back to your own and regen it. Like, it
Yeah.
was so fucking satisfying. And throwing the fucking grenades down into the fucking battery compartment and blowing the fucking
and the fire stars,
yeah,
those are so funny.
Oh, I love them.
You can actually physically blind the enemy pilots when they're in their Titans by a well-placed fire star.
You can, right?
Because
fucking...
it's not like it just adds like another camera. You're actually looking through the front of the Titan when you are a pilot.
Yeah, it's probably.
And so if you throw the fire star, which literally you throw it, it sticks wherever you put it, and then it's really big, like it's a fire, like a thermite. So you throw it right at the perfect spot where it's right in front of where their camera would be. They can't see anything.
And it does damage too. Nothing. It does actual fucking mental damage.
It does a shit ton of damage.
And it's so easy to just fucking distract the Titans. Oh, I love that game. It is if I had to say, like, my objective top tier number one game of all time is probably Titanfall 2. My favorite games of all time, first through third, are Doki Doki, of course, Noita, and then Titanfall 2. Because Noita is just so creative. But
I think my favorite game of all time is probably Dragon Ball FighterZ. My favorite series is definitely the Arkham series. The best game.
For that.
The best game, I think, overall, top to bottom, like, best game I've ever played is Titanfall 2. I mean, we mentioned this in one of the other episodes, but the first time you played that game, we got it. I got you to get it. You downloaded it. We played it for like 6 hours straight. I went to bed. 8 hours later, got up. You were still playing the game.
And we played it for 5 more fucking hours.
And we played it for another 5 hours after that. I literally woke up and got back on the game with you, like, immediately. And you played for what, like 18 hours straight that day? Something like that?
It was 18 hours, yeah.
Oh my god.
It's amazing, man. Genuinely incredible. Moving on to our other games, I guess, because we can only talk about Titanfall 2 so much. We can't. We can go on about it for hours, but quite frankly, we need to continue forth. Would you like to take one of yours?
Before, I would, but before I do that, just a little pause here. I gotta run to the restroom.
Yeah, go. Well, of course, we're an hour in at this point. Evan's fucked off to the toilet, so I guess I have to say, go follow us on all of our things. My YouTube is just Deado, youtube.com/Deado. Evans is Nave Plays Games, so youtube.com/@ like the @ sign, Nave Plays Games. It's just his Evan backwards because he's creative like that. And of course, watch our latest videos. They're good.
More like watch Deado's latest uploads, because I don't fucking upload.
Oh fuck, I don't upload either, man.
But I'm in a significant number of Deado's uploads, so you'll still see me. No sweat.
This is true. We do need to make more. In fact, I need to make more videos. I need to upload the videos I have and shit. Yeah. If you want to take one of yours, go for it.
Yeah. So my first one on my list is one I love this game to death, and it's not really that it needs a resurgence because it still gets updates, but I wish more people would play it so that it could get more feedback and it could be updated more. It is DC Universe Online.
Hell yeah!
This has been one of my favorite MMOs since I was a kid. It's literally you get to make your own DC superhero or DC supervillain, and you get to mentor under Batman. Oh, I froze again. There we go. Under Batman, Superman, or Wonder Woman. right? Or on the villain side, you can go under Lex Luthor, the Joker, or Circe, who is like the Wonder Woman counterpart.
Mhm.
And they don't like it's so the issue with that game is that it is fucking drop dead easy. It is so easy. And but even like there's certain other MMORPGs that people played a lot as kids, like Wizard 101. You know, Wizard 101 is another one that's on my list, and it's getting a resurgence right now, luckily, because it just got ported to consoles. But Wizard 101, in order to play any significant amount of that game, you have to start buying crowns or get a membership or something like that to go to the next worlds and do stuff like that. On DC Universe, you can go all the way to level 30, and there is an entire story that leads you all over Gotham and Metropolis and all kinds of stuff. And it's like a super long, super in-depth, cool storyline that gets you all the way to level 30 before you have to buy any DLC. There's like an entire game there without ever having to buy DLC.
And yet
And
somehow.
like I have gotten, let me look really quick. Where's my controller? What did I do with it? There it is. Let me look at my playtime on this real quick, because I have, and this is just on my current account that I have, not on my old account. I've played this on PC before. I've played it on my old PS3. I played it on my brother's account a lot. I played it like on all kinds of different accounts, right? I have, let me see here, almost 300 hours just on PlayStation 4 and 5. Like, that's not a small number of hours for a game like that, you know?
Yeah, it really isn't. It's like some games
And that's
you can easily
without
get way
any
more
DLC.
hours in, but like games like
that is 300 hours without buying any DLC. Like, that's how much
insane.
I've played that fucking game. It's really good.
Yeah. And it's like the thing is, well, if you think about like I always mention like price to how long you get out of the game. I always think that if you are spending $1 for every hour that you play the game, kind of thing, like that's kind of the benchmark going for. If you spend $60 on a game, then you should be getting 60 hours of entertainment out of it. If you have played a free to play game for like 800 hours, you can warrant spending $20 on a skin because you're going to play it for more. You know. That's
or
my reason.
like that's what I did. I like looked at it and how much I played it, and I was like, why haven't I bought the extra powers and stuff? Because you get a baseline set of a bunch of powers, and they're all really cool. You've got actual rolls. You've got damage roll. You've got healer roll. You've got all of these different actual things, and they are significant, especially once you get out of the main story and you actually go out and you start doing like some raids and stuff with people. Like some like real shit, you know?
Real shit.
Yeah, it's God, I love it so much. It's such a good game, and it's still fairly popular. The servers are always have people on it, and it's always really fun.
So surprised, even like years ago when I hopped on the first time, on like how active that game was.
Yeah, it's extremely active. Is it still region locked?
That was my problem with the game. So, fun fact for those of you who don't know, which is basically everyone, I tried playing DCUO with Evan a long time ago back on PlayStation 4. I downloaded it, went through all of the tutorial, tried to join up, couldn't, found out it was what's it called? Region locked.
Okay. PC players can switch servers through the launcher, but console players are locked to the region.
It's the same on Genshin and stuff as well. But yeah, so I had to create an American account on PlayStation, download the game, delete the game, download the game again through my American account, then launch the game on my main account and play it all the way through the tutorial again before I even got a chance. And by that point, I had to fucking go off for the night for whatever reason, probably because it was fucking late as fuck.
And I don't think we ever got back on it.
Nah. No, we didn't. We should do that because I was really interested in it. Well, I mean, yeah,
I am down to play that game at any point in time.
It's actually not a bad idea. How big is it? DC?
I don't think it's super large.
It was
I think
released in
it's
2011. Jesus Christ. It's
Yeah.
30 gigs, damn.
Yeah,
I'll get that in
30
order after
gigs for a game that size, though. Like, you never got into it. The actual maps in that game, the Gotham City alone in that game is bigger than the Gotham City in Batman Arkham Knight.
It's fucking wild.
And there's Gotham City and Metropolis in that game. And, like, I would go as far as say that I think it might be comparable to the size of New York in the Spider-Man games, with how big the city is, and there's 2 of them.
There's 2 of them.
So, like, and every street there is something. There's like, I don't know if it's still that way. It used to crack me up when I was little. If you walk straight out of the East End police station, if you're doing the Batman storyline, you start at the East End police station. You walk out, and across the street there are level 1 Scarecrow thugs. You turn left and go around the corner, there's like level 30 Brainiac thugs. Like, it is so jam-packed with so much shit for you to do, and it all comes across each other, like, mixes. It's so cool. I really, really enjoy that game, because it you can just tell that the people who made it had so much passion for DC.
That's the thing as well. It's that passion. Like, so many games are lacking that now, but so many games that we look at and we absolutely adore used to have that. They just were so full of like fire and life and everything.
Yeah.
I've been mostly focusing on franchises in my section rather than like seeing individual games. So I think that the next game I'm going to mention, because holy shit, I love this franchise, is Burnout. I adore the Burnout franchise so much. Developed by Criterion, who I'm pretty sure have been effectively dissolved at this point. But developed by Criterion underneath EA, I'm pretty certain. Because EA owns everything. That game, that entire franchise was so fucking good. It was the best, like, silly, goofy racer of all time. Genuinely, it is S tier. Whether it's Burnout Paradise, the remastered version did, fall flat in a couple areas. But whether it's even the remastered version, whether it's Burnout 4, Burnout 3, Burnout Takedown, they were all fucking goated. I absolutely loved every single Burnout game that I played. The music as well, the soundtracks in the Burnout franchise were all absolutely fucking amazing. They were all kind of emo music, but they were fucking vibes. I will happily sit down and listen to any of the Burnout soundtracks literally any fucking day of the week, because they were so good. But yeah, like the way that the races worked, and there were so many different types of races as well. It wasn't just race and demolition derby and that's it. No, there was race. There was their version of demo derby, effectively, where you'd it was called road rage. And you'd have to try and rack up takedowns. Whether it was Marked Man, where you are like racing from point A to point B in a limited time, and you'd have 3 different vehicles chasing you, trying to take you out, and you'd have a limited number of lives, effectively. And so much more. The way that the game worked was just, every single one of those games was amazing, and they all innovated on each other as well. Where, for example, Burnout Paradise was open world, but the prior ones weren't. There was the crash junctions from some of the Burnout games as well. Even Burnout Crash, which was just a silly, goofy spin-off from the Burnout franchise, officially developed, was incredible. It was like a silly top-down kind of game, where you just do crash junctions. And it was so good. Everything that they made in that franchise was gorgeous, was beautiful, and it made them a fuck ton of money. The Burnout franchise was so unbelievably popular as well.
And
yep, pretty much.
Gone.
Let me quickly see what they are working on now. Criterion Games are working on Battlefield. They have been just taken and put on Battlefield. That's what they're working on.
Well, at least it'll have good cars.
In fact, they worked on the other Battlefield games as well. They have also worked on the Need for Speed games. Criterion have. You may have recognized,
absolutely.
You may have seen their logo before for that, but yeah. So they developed Burnout 1, 2, 3, Legends, Revenge, Paradise, and Crash. They developed Hot Pursuit, the Need for Speed game, Most Wanted, which is the most popular Need for Speed game. My favorite is Rivals, which they also developed. Need for Speed 2015, Star Wars Battlefront, Battlefield 1, Battlefront 2, Battlefield 5. Like, they worked on all of these, and yeah, a lot of those were like assisted by DICE, or in collaboration with Ghost, or just did additional work like on the Battlefront games, sorry. But holy fuck, Criterion was so goated, and I want a new fucking Burnout game so bad. The last Burnout game they released was in 2011. Like, yeah, they released fucking remastered, but that was for fucking Burnout Crash. The last actual Burnout game was 2008. It was almost 2 decades ago now. And that was Paradise. And Paradise was amazing as well. I'm going to continue ranting here. The way that Paradise works is like you had like your normal like races and stuff, and you had like a license that you could upgrade as well. So you'd have access to a certain number of races and a certain set of vehicles. And then like when you completed enough races, you'd also get different cars unlocked. But to actually be able to drive the cars, you'd have to come across the car driving around in the city and destroy it yourself, and it would get taken to the junkyard where you could you'd then drive in it. But yeah, like things like that. And the way that Burnout Paradise worked was so good. And then you'd like upgrade your license by getting wins and all the different things. And then once you completed every single thing, if you got all of them, you get your Burnout license. And then you could do all of the challenges as well and get the gold plated cars. And if you did everything, if you were 100-something% of the game, I think it's 105, 106%, if you maxed out the game and did every single optional challenge, all the Paradise challenges, like doing your parallel parking and stuff, every single win for your Burnout license, and like got the top leaderboard position off the default positions on every single like where you'd like trigger your you'd basically explode your car and damage a bunch of different vehicles, and then you'd also have to race down and try and get like the fastest time from end to end on a road. If you got all of that, you get platinum cars. And it was so much work for platinum cards, but it was so prestigious because you'd join a multiplayer lobby. They had multiplayer in that game as well, which was brilliant. Cops and robbers and stuff. If you joined a multiplayer lobby and you were chilling there with your platinum plated car and nobody else was, you knew you were fucking prestigious in that lobby because everyone looks at them and they're like, that's fucking gorgeous. I want. And then they just never put the Paradise challenges into remastered, which pisses me off. But we cope. We cope. I love that series. Go on.
Yeah. So I don't know too much about Burnout. I never played a lot of racing games growing up, but I do know. Was it? I think it was Burnout that always had the crash challenges and stuff like that, which I think you talked about a little bit there. But like, I remember doing those as a kid. I always forget that they're a part of the Burnout series for some reason. But yeah, I've always meant, it's one of those game series that I've always meant to go back and play because I owned them as a kid and I played them a little bit, but I never really like played it, you know?
Yeah.
On the other hand, as I've talked about many, many times once already in this video, my favorite game series of all time is Batman Arkham series, right?
Mm-hmm.
Arkham Knight came out in, let me check. I think it was like 2015. Yes. Batman Arkham Knight came out in 2015. And in 2022, Gotham Knights came out. These games are not connected. They are not. For some reason, people still think that these games are connected. Gotham Knights is its own thing in its own universe, even though Batman dies in Gotham Knights at the start. That's like the main storyline for the whole game. And spoiler alert, if you've not played it by now, it's your fault. It's been 10 years. Arkham Knight ends with Batman supposedly dying. People thought that the games were connected because of that. Batman dies in Arkham Knight, and Gotham Knights, Batman's dead at the start, and the Bat family takes over. That was the theory for a really long time as to how it was going to be. It's not. All of the combat trailers and everything tried to show off the game, and it looked like a really bad knockoff of the Arkham series. That is not at all what Gotham Knights is. I tried Gotham Knights when it went free on PlayStation Plus. Excuse me. When it went free on PlayStation Plus, maybe a year ago now.
Mhm.
That game is really good. It's really, really good. I started it, and I messed around with Batgirl for a minute playing her, then I played Red Hood, then Nightwing, and ended up with Robin, Tim Drake Robin. It is a lot of fun. The only issue with that game is that you can't move very fast from place to place until you get your fast travel. But then you have fast travel to fix that. Like, the bike feels really slow, and the advanced movement options that you get pretty quick into the game are really slow. They feel slow.
Mhm.
But overall, it was a really good game. It's multiplayer. It's 2-player co-op, which is the only other issue with it, is that the whole game is based around you can play as Batgirl, Robin, Nightwing, or Red Hood. There's
Mhm.
4 characters for you to pick from, and it's an online multiplayer game, but you can only have a lobby with 2 players at a time. You cannot have
So
all
fucking
4 out,
stupid.
which is really, really unfortunate. But the gameplay, the story, everything, I really enjoyed it. It felt like I was playing through a comic book, you know? I
Yeah.
really, really enjoyed that game, beginning to finish. And it's really unfortunate that it got fucking just flushed down the toilet by everybody because it just looked like a shitty Arkham clone.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that game,
I remember
unfortunately.
I basically wrote it off exactly as that the first time I saw it as well. I thought it looked
Yeah,
very
me too.
fucking.
The marketing did nothing for that game,
Oh, absolutely not.
which is an issue for a lot of games recently for some reason, where
Yeah,
companies do not know how to market video games anymore. They just don't.
they really really don't know. You're absolutely right about that. And it fucking sucks as well because like there are some games that just get all of the attention and get all of the marketing. There's actually decent marketing, and they're absolute ass fucking AAA slop. And then you look at the games that need, and you look at the games that actually need good marketing, the games that actually look good, the actually games that actually are good, but they just
Yeah.
don't get the marketing that they need.
Yeah, it's because like there are certain things in that game where like I played it for a little while with one of my buddies Mo, and I'm actually gonna send you a clip of one of the funniest things I've ever done. And if you want to play it in the video, you can. I'll send it to you once I find it here in a minute.
Yeah.
But you can play as any of the characters. So you guys can both play as the same character if you want to, or you can play as separate
Mhm.
characters, and they actually have roles and stuff to do. And once you hit a certain level, you do unlock a game mode that lets you play with all 4 characters, like doing raids and stuff
Yeah.
with 4 different people, but you have to like beat a decent bit of the story before you unlock it, which is really unfortunate.
Mhm.
But this game has so much opportunity to have really, really funny moments in it. Like this one. Here it is. Like this is just a 7-second clip of me and my buddy Mo playing. Catch. And we're both playing Red Hood, and I just did you get it?
Got it.
I just throw a thug straight at Mo, and he uppercuts him out of existence
I think I
into the
remember you
stratosphere.
sending me this clip. Yes, I do remember you sending me that clip. It's so fucking good. It's so silly.
It's just the cartoony movements of the characters just fit so well with the combat, and there's certain animations that you can get, like with Robin in particular. If you finish off an enemy near a wall, like this isn't something that's super hard to do. A lot of companies have done it, but this
Mm.
game does it super seamless. It's really well done. Where if you're really near to a wall, Robin will, because he has a bow staff, he will kick them in the face, knock their head against the wall, put his staff down in the ground, and then use it to lean up against the wall and kick the shit out of them a few times and knock
That's
them the hell
funny.
out.
Love it.
And there's like other things if they're near a ledge, they'll use the ledge sword, like they'll throw them up on the ledge and then hit their head to knock them out. Like it's really really cool the way that they incorporate the environment in very effectively in that game.
Yeah, I think that like
It's a
more games need that ability to like interact with the environment. I think it's why I like games like Noita so much is because like the environment is the game. I've brought up Noita a few times on this podcast, I'm pretty sure already, and I will continue to bring it up because it is honestly one of my favorite games of all time. But the way that it works is like the entire environment is interactable. Like there are so many games where we've wanted to have destructible terrain. For example, the Battlefield games had like the evolving maps
oh yeah,
and stuff, you know. Um,
the
the
Levolutions.
the that one fighting game that I always forget the name of. That like the to be fair, a lot of fighting games have it. I know that DBFZ, for example, like I know that it doesn't change the way that the game even works, but you know you can
But
go
visually,
to
yeah,
yeah, the way the visuals of the
yeah.
stage change.
So you
What
can
the fuck is it called?
actually like
Injustice. It's called
with
Injustice.
the
Like you
the
can throw
DC
each
fighting
other.
game, yeah,
You can throw each other through like walls and stuff and go to different aspects of
yeah,
the map where there's new things.
yeah. Dragon Ball has a very interesting version of that, where with Dragon Ball characters, you know they destroy planets and cause giant craters anytime they fight. So if you were to finish off somebody with, let's say, Goku Spirit Bomb, you know, the big blue energy ball that he casts and kills people with all the time.
Yeah.
If you finish off one of the enemy's characters with that, it'll cut out to a giant explosion, and you'll come back in, and the arena will be completely destroyed. Instead of having some pretty background, there'll be a giant crater. Instead of being on regular Planet Namek, it'll be on fire and ready to explode. Like it's really really cool when especially fighting games, it feels like everything you're doing has serious consequences. And with Dragon Ball in particular, they added dramatic finishes,
Yeah.
which are where if you have the correct two characters on the correct map, right? So um a really really simple one that everybody should pretty much know. Goku and Vegeta in the first arc of Dragon Ball Z fight each other in the desert, and Vegeta does his Gallic Gun and Goku does the Kamehameha, and they clash. Goku wins, sends him off the face of the fucking planet. Right? That's like the whole thing. It's a really really cool moment in the show. Well, if you are playing base form Goku and your enemy is playing base form Vegeta on, and I think it's like Rocky Fields Noon, I think is the name of the map,
Mhm.
and you finish off Vegeta with a 5H, which is neutral heavy, or a Vanish, you will send them into a unique animation where it actually plays out the entire cutscene from the show reanimated.
Oh, that's
And
so
it's really
nice.
cool. Like, hold on, I have a video of it somewhere. I'm actually gonna find this and send it to you really quick. I'll find the timestamp because it's in the middle of another video.
Yeah, that's fine. Yo, it's like the whole ass fucking cutscene. It's like just
Yeah,
it's so long as well. Like it's like
yeah,
a minute long. What?
yeah. It's some real Dragon Ball shit. Yeah, it's
That's
very cool,
brilliant.
and it's
That's so cool.
yeah. And there are a shit ton of these. There's ones for
Yeah.
all kinds of characters. They have some really short ones like Nappa and Yamcha.
Mhm.
If you get a dramatic finish as Nappa against Yamcha, it's like a 10-second cutscene where Yamcha just explodes and dies. It's from the
Just
show.
fucking
You know the scene
explodes.
of the Yamcha pose where he's on the ground and he's just dead?
Oh my god, yeah.
It's that dramatic finish.
Jesus Christ, that's so goofy. I love it. Oh my god.
Uh,
I I've never cared for DBFZ, but I do care for the amount of like passion that goes into it and how much they seem to care about it as well.
oh,
Like,
it's such an amazing game. It's the game that got me into Dragon Ball, and I'm a huge Dragon Ball nerd now.
yeah, you are a fucking Dragon Ball nerd, fucking gay.
I've got like I want to say at least 24 different statues of Goku. Not one is the same form as the other. They're all different forms from different points of the show, and that's just how Dragon Ball is.
That's just how Dragon Ball is. Meanwhile, my figures are just anime girls. Because, you know, I'm somehow more straight than you.
I have one anime girl. I have Sakura. That's it.
Sakura, the most basic bitch, really.
Well, yeah, I have Team 7. I have Sakura, Naruto, and Sasuke displayed together.
Yeah. Fine.
I think that's the only one. Let me check, because now I feel like there's no way I don't have at least one other. It's just that one Sakura statue. I have no other female characters. That's it. It's because I'm sexist.
Yeah, you know what? Fair enough. Meanwhile, I look behind me and I've got Hatsune Miku in a bunny suit. I've got Power in a bunny suit. I've got my Sakurajima in a bunny suit. I've got my Sakurajima. I've got Hatsune Miku. I've got Hatsune Miku. I've got Hatsune Miku. I've got Hatsune Miku. I've got Megumin. I've got Kaede Azusawa from Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. And I also have Ria Sindakano from High School DxD. I also have a Sakura Miko, a tiny little Pochita, and Pop Funko.
Oh, the Pochita
Denji.
from Chainsaw Man?
Yeah, I've got a Pop Funko Denji as well. That was a gift. But yes, this little guy, this little Pochita was also a gift. Like, the keyring is the size of him.
Yeah, that's adorable.
It's so cute. I keep him, like, on my Sakura Miku, because I got, like, this cartoony Sakura Miku that's, like, it always, like, right in front of my, right behind my keyboard, right under my monitor. It's just so cartoony and so cute. Yeah, I just have her there, and
mine
Pochita.
Mine are all like at least like this tall, I want to say.
Yeah,
for the most part. There's a few that are smaller. I have some that are like this big. Like I can go grab my two biggest statues real quick. Okay, so my girlfriend pointed out to me. Let me sit down and I'll talk about it. My girlfriend pointed out to me that I do have another female character. I have Nezuko from Demon Slayer. She's just not out right now because I ran out of space on my shelves. But these are my two biggest statues that I have.
Oh, okay, that's sick.
Really big Cell. This is one of my favorites that I have. He's fucking heavy too. He's a solid ass figure.
He looks it.
And I got this really tall Colossal Titan.
Sick. That's sick.
This one is really cool.
Let me lean back here. I have a mix of figures. I think my tallest has to be this bunny Miku. I actually have my It's so cute.
Yeah, I think these are still bigger for sure.
These bracelets that my woman got for me, dangling over her arms. But yeah, yours are definitely fucking bigger. Your caucus isn't though.
That's not true.
It is true.
But yeah, this was the first really big one that I bought. This one I think cost me like $100. Yeah, like it was a good amount. This one was like 40, and this one is considerably heavier. But I got this one on sale. Thankfully, that's why he was so cheap. Yeah. And this is not from the brand I normally buy from. This was from some other brand. I typically buy Banpresto, which is what this one is. But yeah, let me go put these back. Are there any characters in particular that you're... I mean, I have everything. I can go grab my most obscure Goku statue.
No, it's good. It's good. We believe you.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. But yeah, like I said, almost all of my figures are just cute anime women, because that's the figures that I collect, and it's the same for other things as well. Like there's this goofy little fucking card bot that I play on Discord. It's like a trading card thing, but like inside of Discord. And yeah, I collect all of the cute anime womens on that too. Because I'm a simple man. I'm a very simple man. I
forgot. This is also one of my really big statues, and it's one of my favorites as well.
Okay, that's
huge huge Itachi. He's really big.
Sick.
This is my favorite anime character of all time. Best anime I've watched outside, like Naruto and Attack on Titan will forever be really high up there for me. They're both so good.
Yeah.
We have to do a proper anime episode sometime.
We do. To be fair, the first episode and even the fucking anime rants from last episode took up like the majority of the episode.
Oh yeah, that's fair. That was more of a Japanese rant.
That's true. It's true. Yeah, we need to.
Anywho, I kind of knocked us off rail a little bit there. My bad.
No,
Let's
good.
Whose turn is it to take?
I think it should. Yeah, I think it's mine here. I also have more games that I've listed here as well. Until you think of more, I've brought up Infamous multiple times today and just in the duration of the podcast, but Infamous needs more fucking games, and I've talked.
Didn't they just announce something?
Did they?
Am I crazy?
I would. Infamous 3 is sparking rumors again? Yeah, you're right. So Sucker Punch finished up Ghost of Yotei. And they're the same guys that made Infamous.
Yeah. Which I still really want to play Ghost of Yotei, I just haven't bought it yet.
Yeah. Okay, so at VGC, not at VGC, Brian Fleming, the co-founder of Sucker Punch, told VGC that the team is preparing to choose its next major project, and for the first time in years, Infamous might actually be in the conversation. He said, the truth is that whatever we do next, whether it's continuing Ghost or going back to Sly, the decision is really more limited by our cherishing of focus.
Going back to Sly?
Iterate. Yes, to iterate.
Is that in the talk? It's going back to Sly Cooper? Because that's crazy.
What he actually said was that Sly Cooper is on the table, which means that Infamous is on the table. It means that Infamous is on the table. The thing is, it's like, he did say that like they can't really juggle projects. He literally said, if we were good at juggling 4 projects, yeah, we'd have a remaster and some fan requests, but we only get to do one thing. But they've had that philosophy for years. But like it's been 11 years since Second Son released. That game was incredible.
Second Son was really good.
If you haven't played the Infamous franchise, Infamous 1 and 2 are easily obtainable for free on a PlayStation 3 emulator on PC, and are also available if you have a PS3. You can just get the games. They are brilliant. I highly recommend it. Infamous 1 really shows its age, but Infamous 2 is like, it's jank, yes, but it's fucking it's polished. And Second Son,
the honor system in those games,
so good. Yes, the karma.
I love the honor
is
systems.
What they called it back then. And it's funny because Nate Fox, who has directed every single Infamous game, has actually straight up said, I would love to work on more Infamous. I'd love to see a trilogy release. And I so hope it as well.
But the first 2 games, the same character?
Yeah, so 1 and 2 were with Cole McGrath, and I won't call it Infamous 3, but Second Son was what's his name? Delson Rowe.
Delson.
And First Light was Fetch.
The chick, yeah.
Yeah.
I always remember that, but I can never remember her name.
Yeah, so Infamous 1 and 2 were like very they were so much darker, but even in Second Son was dark. It really covered on a lot of the topics. And the way
it's gorgeous.
It's gorgeous. It is such a pretty
It wasn't
game.
a PS4 launch title?
It was a launch title on PS4. It was 11 years ago now.
It looks... That game looks better than Gotham Knights.
Yeah, it is beautiful. I really, really want to play Infamous Second Son again. Both routes. And that's the thing as well, is that the Infamous franchise has been really good for giving you that replayability value, because there's the collectibles, of course, which, thank fucking God, they have collectibles in Blast Shards or whatever their equivalent is, but you don't need to pull up some stupid fucking online map for it, because you just do your vroom and it shows you all locations nearby, which makes it so much fucking easier.
I wish they had that in the Arkham games.
Oh yeah, I am so
Fucking
anti,
Riddler trophies.
so much against what you call them, like collectibles. I actually really like the fact that the Stanley Parable took the absolute piss out of collectibles in the Ultra Deluxe Edition. That game is S tier. That is in my top 5 games of all time. Ultra Deluxe Edition of the Stanley Parable, easily. There will never be another game like the Stanley Parable, ever. It is so good.
Unless they make a Stanley Parable 2.
They did, the Ultra Deluxe Edition.
I know, but if they make another, like a proper one.
Yeah, yeah. I think that, by the way, I think that Ghost of Yotei, their multiplayer expansion, Legends or whatever the fuck they're calling it, is on course for 2026. But after that, I swear to God, I'm going to send so much fucking I've never sent fan mail in my life. I'm going to send so much fucking fan mail to Sucker Punch to tell them to start to develop the new Infamous game, because Jesus Christ, I want it so fucking bad.
Is Rocksteady working on anything right now? That's something I'm curious about now that we're talking about this.
It is interesting to see, like, because there are quite a few interesting studios that have developed some insane content, names that you don't really hear much. Again, like Criterion Games, who worked on who did every single Burnout game, who worked on a bunch of new.
Oh shit! Wait, really?
What's up?
Hold on. This is the AI overview, so I'm gonna take this with a grain of salt. But according to this, Rocksteady Studios is developing a new single-player Batman game, which is expected to be part of the Arkham series and will use Unreal Engine 5. The game is still years away, but it aims to return to the studio's roots after the recent live service Suicide Squad game fucking failed.
Okay.
It is anticipated to be a third-person open-world action game.
Yeah, I'm seeing the same. This was months ago, so in March, but they're planning on making a new game that's going to be PS6 and next gen Xbox. Is what they're looking at. That's interesting.
Oh yeah, and then they just announced not Rocksteady, but they just announced that new Lego Batman game too, which looks really good.
We love that.
Did I send that trailer to you?
Yeah, I've seen it. I saw it like as soon as I could, because holy shit, that was fucking good.
Really good. It looks like stupidly good.
I love it. The Lego games always are, to be honest. Yeah. So
well, the Skywalker saga was a huge disappointment, but outside of that, they have pretty good track record.
Apparently, one of the Assassin's Creed directors, who also worked on Arkham Origins, has joined Rocksteady as well.
Ooh,
and that was in
W Montreal.
So that's interesting. Yeah, it looks like
that's.
Arkham might be getting a new Batman
official next game. I really hope that it picks up after Arkham Knight, because it's confirmed. I don't know what's going on with Suicide Squad. If you don't know the story of the Batman games, I'm going to give you a very quick 2-minute synopsis right here, because this is something I want to go into as well for my points. Are you done with your talking points on Infamous, or did I cut you off?
Yeah, I think I'm done. I adore the games. I think they are the best, most creative form of powers in any game, quite frankly. The way they did it, and also the way that Second Son did the ability to change between the different powers and unlock the different ones, and the fights and the anger in Dalston as well, when he fights the different people, when he attacks different people. Oh, game. Yeah, go on.
Beautifully made game. But yeah, the Arkham games, there's 4 of them. And the base, well, no, actually, sorry, there's 5 Arkham games. People only ever talk about 3 of them, but there's 5, technically 6 Arkham games. There is Batman Arkham Asylum, which was the first one that came out. Amazing game. Then there's Arkham City came out. After that, we had Arkham Origins came out, not from Rocksteady, from Warner Bros. Montreal, with direction from Rocksteady. And then Rocksteady released Arkham Knight, which is one of my favorite games of all time, period. That game is super fun. I don't care what you say. And then they released Batman Arkham Origins Blackgate, which was a PSP or PS Vita title. It was a side scroller beat 'em up Batman game in the Arkham universe. It was pretty cool looking. I never played it myself, but it looks like it was pretty all right. And then they released Batman Arkham Shadow. I want to say last year or the year before, which is the fully VR Batman Arkham game. It is so fucking good. I played through that game beginning to finish 3 times. I played it on normal difficulty, then I played it on New Game Plus. Or no, I played it on normal difficulty, then I played it on hard. When they added New Game Plus, I went back there and played it one more time. I really, really enjoy the game. It's the only reason I bought an Oculus or a MetaQuest at all. It's the only reason I bought a Quest.
I respect that. Real quick, I cannot wait for the for Valve to launch their new headset. I'm buying that shit.
Oh yeah.
I'm so excited for it. They haven't even announced it yet. They haven't announced it at all. It's not actually like common knowledge that it's going to happen.
Yeah. If you've not played it yet, I would highly recommend playing Arkham Shadow. It is genuine. I've played through a decent few, not like all the way through. I played the Iron Man game on the MetaQuest, and the Iron Man game is really good in its own right. I liked it a lot. And then I tried some of the Spider-Man tech demo stuff and whatever games they had, and it was pretty cool. I've delved into a few other games. I played a lot of Walkabout Mini Golf because that's just a fun thing to play as a party game. And like I've done a bunch of different little things in VR. Nothing even comes close to comparing to the experience of Arkham Shadow.
Yeah, but have you tried Phasmophobia in VR?
No, I tried to, and I could not get it to work.
It doesn't help. The state of it is absolutely fucking terrible right now.
Yeah. It's really broken, and it's really funny because they give you 3 inventory slots and you have 2 hands. So instead of only being able to carry 3 things, you can put 3 things in your belt and then carry 2 things in your hands. You can walk into the house with 5 items if you're playing in VR.
Brilliant. Good job. Fucking Kinetic. Why are you like this? I don't understand. They developed a new board game. The game is still in early access, and they developed a new fucking board game, which with tariffs and stuff costs like $150.
Yep.
I don't like Kinetic.
Phasmo's great though. Phasmo's great game. Phasmo's great game.
They need to work on it more. They need to actually fucking do things with it. But so yeah, I went into my little bit there about Arkham Shadow. That is a game that I wish more people played. But as a whole, I kind of want to make a statement here. Can we please just play more PvE games? I know. I'm so hoping for more PvE. In fact, on my list, I know I mentioned it earlier, but Fortnite Save the World is here. Fortnite Save the World is so fucking good. It is so enjoyable. I love it. I absolutely adore Save the World so much. I have put a good amount of money into that game. It was like the cost of playing it in the first place was a lot back when. So you could get like the base edition for like $20 or whatever. But like the highest tier version, like you had to buy like the second highest tier version to unlock the ultimate upgrade. The ultimate upgrade was $200. And the second highest tier in general, like the highest tier you could buy straight up before the ultimate version, was another like $150. It was incredibly, or it was just like $80. I don't know. It was incredibly expensive either way. But for it, you get like a bunch of extra like fucking stuff and like permanent unlocks and stuff. You can't get anymore, by the way. If you those are like founders things, those were like for early access. If you want to get Save the World, you still can. You get it in a little bundle with like 1,500 V-Bucks that you get in Save the World. And you get access to the game forever, but you don't get access to all of the cool fucking old stuff that I have. Like the Nocturno. It's my favorite gun. Basically, each time you hit an enemy, and it might only be headshots, but each time you hit an enemy, basically, it adds a little stack. And when you reload, or when the enemy dies, it pops all those stacks as an explosion and does a ridiculous amount of damage. Are you good there, Evan?
Yeah, I thought that this. Oh no, it is gone. Damn it! I loaded up an old save of. So I know what happened here because I was just looking at my Minecraft save, right?
Yeah.
Because I was gonna just go into my build world and put a white screen up so that I could have better lighting.
Mm-hmm.
I ran across an old version of my build world that still has the plans for my massive city I was building that got deleted when I switched to PS5. Remember?
Yeah, yeah.
I was building that massive city and I had all the walls. I thought that I had found a world with that on it, but it's not, unfortunately.
That sucks. That sucks.
But I know what happened in this world because it has your giant
huge
red
block of TNT, or
it's one of the worlds where we tried to blow it up and we made a copy and we can never get it to work.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right.
But now that I'm on a PS5, I loaded into it and the system was able to handle it, so it let me actually go around the map. And the TNT has made it so far down. How? Oh my god! And it won't blow up. It's just stuck in its like about to blow up state, but none of it's actually exploded.
That's so funny. Yeah, sounded.
Anywho, I'm sorry. What were you talking about?
No, it's good. I was talking about Fortnite. Fortnite Save the World. It is so incredible. Yes. It is so fun. And like the way that like I genuinely miss seeing like funny big numbers on like YouTube videos and seeing funny big numbers in general and being like, that's so fucking cool. This pleases me because like you had trap tunnels and you had all that stuff and there's traps like a lot of people don't realize that the like the spike trap from Battle Royale was a Save the World thing. The Zapatron, for example, the old nobody remembers the Zapatron. This was like season 0 stuff. But the old ceiling lightning trap is also in Save the World, and a bunch of other stuff, tire drop traps and like gas traps and that kind of stuff.
No, I remember the Zapatron. Okay. I was an OG. Don't you worry about it, baby boy.
Yeah, I miss early days of Fortnite, but yeah, like it was so fun. It was really enjoyable, and I still play Save the World every single fucking day. I really enjoy it. The problem is that they just fucking abandoned it when Battle Royale happened, when it got popular enough. And I would love to see it get a resurgence, and if Epic pay attention to that, how well PvE games should hopefully be doing soon. You know, like so many games are like looking at this PvE aspect again and potentially going down that route. It would be so nice because we mentioned it earlier. Marvel Rivals is doing well, and if this Anchor game has the PvE aspect do well as well, then it'd be really, really, really nice to see, and hopefully it would push Epic to put someone on fucking Save the World again. But the problem is, what they're doing right now is literally all they do is they look at Save the World and are like, okay, this thing's fun. Let's nerf it into the fucking ground. Let's not buff anything that needs buffing. Let's just nerf the Xenon bow. Let's just nerf this. Let's just nerf that. Let's fix the plasmatic discharger, even though it's fine the way it was. And now it's just meh. Now, like every single weapon is just meh. It's just, why? I fucking hate Epic Games. Why would you do this?
Yeah,
I love Save the World though. It is really fun. It's like $15-$20 if you want to give it a go. With something you're familiar with something you may already have installed. You know, I think it's worth checking out at least. And again, if you're gonna buy V-Bucks, you might as well fucking buy Save the World.
Yeah, and back on the topic of like my general statement I was making with just the PvE games in general. I have a friend of mine. I recently was trying to just get him to play some games with me. We got on for the first time in a long time. We were like, all right, what do we want to play? And I kept reading stuff off. It's like multiplayer games, what I have. I have DC Universe Online. I have Monster Hunter Wilds. I have all this stuff. I'm down to play Call of Duty Zombies, all this. And he was like, you just want to play Rainbow Six? And I'm like, fuck no. With Fortnite? No. Do you want to play Call of Duty? No, unless it's zombies. He's like, dude, why do you not want to play anything competitive online? I'm like, fucking no. I want to have fun when I'm playing my games. It's like, unless you want to go play casual Overwatch, I'm not playing an online multiplayer game right now. Like, I don't feel like it. Like, let's go play some dumb, goofy ass thing where you kill a giant fire breathing rooster with big weapons in Monster Hunter Wilds. Let's go do that.
Yes, 100%. That's the way. That's the vibes. Every single time, that's the vibes.
Yeah, and I mean that. I guess that takes me into. I'm gonna kind of combine two of my topics here, right?
There you go.
Monster Hunter Wilds is dying. It's dying.
Yeah.
It makes me
Agreed.
so sad because it's so good. They just released the Final Fantasy crossover event, and it's really good. It's like the first really super tough monster I've had to fight in the game. I
Mhm.
cannot solo this fucking thing. Cannot. I've tried it like 10 times. Each time it takes like 15 to 20 minutes, and I lose. I
Mhm.
have not beaten this fucking thing once. It is a pain in the ass, and I really want to go and beat it, but nobody's playing the fucking game. And I can't get
Yeah.
a team together. And it's like, but it's fun. I don't like just because there's not new content doesn't mean there isn't replayability.
Yes.
You have what, 14 different weapons to choose from? They're all so
14.
unique. That was so loud. That was so fucking loud. But I think there's like 14 different weapons for you to pick from in the game.
Oh, I do it again.
And like they're all so unique, they're all so fun. And even though I still mainly just run the insect glaive on everything, I've played a little bit with every weapon. And I
Mhm.
enjoy every weapon. But nobody else is on the game anymore for me to play with. And it's like, well, what's the point of playing it? It's an online multiplayer RPG. I played through it fully solo my first time through. I wanted to go back after I played a solo and play it through with some people once I
Mhm.
understood the game better, but nobody wants to play it.
Yeah.
And you didn't buy it when it was on sale.
It went on sale for like £2 cheaper. Come on now.
It was like 30% off.
I also had just spent like all my money, but that's besides the point.
Yeah. But along with Monster Hunter Wilds is like this is something that's not going to happen. But can we try? Like I would love to see some petitions go up or something like that for um Phoenix Labs to be able to try and restart Dauntless.
Oh, for real. That was so fun when we fucking played that, honestly. I
It
love
was
Dauntless.
it was an amazing game. And I've talked about it before on this, but in case this is your first episode and you've not heard yet, Dauntless got bought out by a parent company. Hold on, let me look.
It was some crypto bros, basically, right?
Yeah.
Standard dog shit shenanigans. The normal.
Forte Labs, I think. A blockchain company that acquired the game studio in 2023. So it's literally a blockchain company. Forte Labs pushed Phoenix Labs to remove the ability to craft weapons from a Monster Hunter type game. If you don't know how Monster Hunter works, the whole loop, whole
The whole
gameplay loop
premise.
is you get in, you grab a weapon you like, you beat the ever loving shit out of a monster with that weapon and kill it. You then use that monster's parts to make better weapons to fight other monsters. That's the whole game loop. The
That's
only
everything.
reason you kill the monsters is to get better weapons, to kill better monsters for better weapons, to kill better monsters for better weapons. It's that loop. They got rid of the ability to craft weapons for monster parts. That's the whole fucking game.
And
So within
instead.
yeah, and the second that they did that, I mean their player base dropped faster than the fucking market for CS2. Like it's ridiculous. Like one decision, one change completely killed an entire community. And it wasn't like a game that didn't get played. It was super popular. Like I always expected Epic to buy it at some point because it just seemed like the kind of
I
game Epic
thought
would
it
buy.
was an epic game, to be honest.
Just with the art style and just the vibe of it, it felt like something that Epic would want to buy, but I guess Phoenix Labs just got too good of a deal from whoever the fuck it was that they got it from because they were former Riot employees.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, Riot Games developers formed Phoenix Labs and made Dauntless years ago. And like, I'm sorry if you didn't get to play it when it was good. I really am, because it was really good. There's videos on the internet. I sound like a 45-year-old. There's videos on YouTube, by the Russian Badger of him playing Dauntless.
Oh, we love Badger. Yeah.
Yeah, those are some really good videos if you want to see what you missed, because it really is unfortunate that that game died out in that way, and it's the same thing that happened. This is why I would just wish that these indie companies that are like, they start small, make a game, and it blows up. That's your Phoenix Labs, your Unknown Worlds, all of these things. They keep letting themselves be bought out by these parent companies that just
Psyonix.
ruin their game. Psyonix, exactly. Like, they just ruin the game.
It sucks. It really does. It's happened so many times, and
Yeah.
it's time and time again proves to just not be the right choice.
And yeah, with Dauntless, it's unfortunate because they did that because I'm sure that, I don't even remember, Forte Labs, I think it was the name. Forte
Yeah.
probably mostly owns like multiplayer competitive games, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
They don't have too many PvE games because there's not too many PvE games out anymore. So I'm sure they were like, "Oh, we'll lock the weapons behind a paywall like we do in all of our other games and stuff, and it'll be fine." But that's like, doing that, I don't think they realized that that completely negates the reason the game is played.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really, really unfortunate what they did to it. But right now, the best hunting game we have, I think, is Monster Hunter Wilds in terms of fantasy hunting games. And it's really, really good. It'll probably go on sale sometime soon because its player base is starting to die out. So keep a lookout for it. Get on it. Get some buddies on it. Play it. It's fun. It's really, really good. It's one of the most solidly developed games I've played in a long time. It's
Mm-hmm.
very, very fun.
So I still remember, on the topic of like getting people on, I remember when some of the old servers for the old CODs got shut down.
Oh,
and
yeah.
people hopped on and just left their like laptops on just 24/7, and the servers actually couldn't handle it because they were trying to shut the servers down. And like only like 1 or 2 servers left off, and people were just staying in the lobbies so that they would just not get shut down for like days and weeks.
Yep. Like,
It has actually worked, to be fair, at times.
I think I still have the PS4 version of Dauntless downloaded on my hard drive somewhere.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely still do. Oh, for sure. It's just so sad how these games can just get fucking killed so easily.
No, I guess I deleted it.
Right.
I mean, I don't even know if you could really open it.
Oh, you probably open it and you just say servers, I can't connect servers, or servers offline, or something like that. But there's a couple games that have just been like that. I still
download it.
I still have a couple of the old like betas and stuff either installed or just like still in my library, just because I like having them as like little keepsakes, almost little relics.
Yeah, you're going robot for some reason. I don't know what happened, but you kept. There you go. Problem solved. All it took was
on topic of fun fact, they added the OER remix to Fortnite as a jam track now. They also added the Repo guy from Repo, the little fucking robot, as a skin.
Brain rot, brain rot, brain rot, brain rot, brain rot, brain rot.
Literally. Before we fucking perish from our brains rotting to death, let me take my next fucking topic. I know which one to take.
I've done a lot more than you.
I know which one to take here, so I'm just gonna say one that I know that everyone can agree on. We need a new good Guitar Hero game. And in one of the previous episodes, I did mention that the Guitar Hero people are working on a new game. But we have been missing a good Guitar Hero game for so long, especially since the last Guitar Hero game was so ass. The last Guitar Hero game was so fucking bad. It was a mess. It was such a fucking mess. Yeah. Yeah, that's the DS little fucking button thingy. But yeah, like the last Guitar Hero game.
I forgot about this. In the handhold for this, there's a little guitar pick stylus.
There is.
I'd completely forgotten about that. Anyway, go on. I'm surprised it's still in there.
Yeah, I'm surprised as well, to be fair. But yeah, so the last Guitar Hero game, like the one before that was good, it was Guitar Hero vibes. The last Guitar Hero game though was so unbelievably shit because you had to spend a fuck ton of money on the game and the guitar, that cost a lot of money in the first place to play the game. And you had these credits. You had a credit system, and you had to spend money to be able to play the game. It was a pay-to-play game, so you had to spend fucking £60 to be able to play the songs you wanted to when you wanted to.
Yeah,
it was
you had to
unbelievably stupid.
You had to buy the game for $60, then buy the guitar for $60, and then you had to buy your songs to play them. And it was
tokens
just
and everything. It was ridiculous. And it wasn't even if you bought a song, you didn't even get to keep it. You had to fucking keep buying tokens to carry on fucking playing.
That's why I always liked Rock Band. I just always went back to Rock Band.
Yeah, Rock Band is peak as well. Rock Band is absolutely peak. But yeah, the first few Guitar Hero games, Rock Bands, they're all great. But yeah, so the team behind Guitar Hero are making a new game. It's not going to be a Guitar Hero game, but it's going to be a rhythm game. So I hope it's going to be similar. But at the end of the day, if you want to play Guitar Hero, you can just play Clone Hero on PC. You do need a guitar.
It's good.
Yeah, Clone Hero is always an option.
Yeah. Anything else you want to take? Because I only have a few more points left on mine, really.
Yeah, I can do another really popular one. I'm sure will a lot of people agree with me on this one. Little Big Planet. Little Big Planet was so fucking fun on the PlayStation. I played 1, I played 2, I played the one on PSP, which I'm not going to keep ranting on about. But the way that Little Big Planet worked of the co-op and everything was so good because you could either sit down and play the entire game solo if you wanted to, or you could sit down with your friends or your family and play the entire game with up to fucking 4 people with your customizable little fucking sack boy with all the funny little sounds and all the little emotes and stuff. It was so fucking funny, so silly. And there were loads of mini games as well. When you completed certain levels, you unlocked really, really, really fucking fun mini games. Some of them were against each other. Some of them were co-op and working together. Some of them were just survival, seeing how long you could last. And they were so fun. And I miss those games so bad. They're so good.
And the custom world editing stuff and that was really good too. Where you could make your own mini games and they were super fun.
This was the era where UGC was everything. Every game had user generated content. Even fucking Infamous 2 had user generated content, for fuck's sake. But that game
I'm hoping
was
that they do it again. They need to make another Black Ops game that has custom zombies.
For sure.
Mm-hmm. Because Black Ops 3 Custom Zombies is peak. It's very good. But I would love to be able to play some Black Ops 3 maps and stuff remade in the new engines. I'd love to see how they play.
Absolutely, yeah. It would be really fucking nice, and I'm sure people get way more creative with it. And also, BO3 is just jank at this point. It's so old. It's too jank, and there are so many problems with it. In fact, I have to disable most audio devices on my system to be able to even play, to be able to launch Black Ops 3.
Have you gotten it to be able to be launched again finally?
It works. Yeah, I got it to work now. It fucking works.
Okay, because I know that was an issue for you for a while.
It's been an issue for me for fucking years, but yeah, I finally got it to fucking work again. I have access to all of my stuff, all of my millions of things, all of my hundreds of gobblegums. Yeah. Genuinely, I fucking love that game. I have so many hours in it.
And to be fair, at the start, Black Ops 6 Zombies was fun.
It was fun, yeah.
It was easy, which is the issue. It was really easy, but it was fun.
We did discuss this, how none of the Wonder Weapons felt like Wonder Weapons. They were too easy. No. The fact it directed you on how to do everything.
Well, that's the only Wonder Weapon that I really liked were the jet gun and the ray gun. The ray gun felt really powerful again, which I was very happy that the ray gun was really powerful again, and the jet gun was good.
The ray gun wasn't powerful since like World at War and Black Ops 1. Like after that, it was pretty trash. But yeah, it was nice to actually have some kick back in it again. But
Cold War did it too. Cold War made it really good.
Oh, very nice, very nice.
And it continued into BO6. I only ever played Cold War like at like buddies' houses. I never owned it myself. Well, I did own the beta.
Oh yeah. There is. I did play a bit of Cold War. To be fair, I never played the zombies. I played the multiplayer way more. But even
I did like the multiplayer in the beta.
It was surprisingly good. I think it was because I stole Ariane's copy, so I was playing that.
Sounds about right.
Because I never bought the game myself, but like, it was on the beta. But there are a few times I played like the betas of games, like BO6 played the beta of as well.
Yeah. Anyway, back down to LBP again, Little Big Planet.
Yeah.
I played Little Big Planet 2 a lot when I was growing up.
Good. Yeah.
It was the only game I ever got my mom to play with me ever. Right, she loved Little Big Planet, and even after we played it and she loved it, I tried getting her into other stuff. She's like, "Nah, it doesn't interest me." I'm like, "Come on, Little Big Planet is a sandbox game that you can do anything in. You would love Minecraft." You know, like
I think Minecraft has something for everyone. To be fair, But yeah, the problem is I never really enjoyed Little Big Planet 3. I will admit. I think he waffled a bit too much in that one. There was too much talking. There wasn't enough gameplay, really. Like, there was too much talking.
Yeah, I didn't much care for that one either.
Little Big Planet 1 will always hit hard for me every single fucking time. But yeah, like, there hasn't been a mainline Little Big Planet game since 2014. Since then, we've had, like, A Big Adventure and Ultimate Sackboy. And that's it. Ultimate Sackboy being a fucking mobile game, I'm pretty sure. And A Big Adventure being like a side, what do you call it? Like a spin-off, basically, an official spin-off. But outside of that, we haven't had a mainline game since 2014. And we need more because the game was really fucking good. The entire franchise was brilliant. Little Big Planet on the PS3 and PSP, Little Big Planet 2, even karting. Little Big Planet karting was so fun. I put so many hours into that game on PS3.
The racer.
It was literally an arcade racer.
I forgot about that.
Racer, and it had like so many different aspects to it that were actually really fun and different challenges and stuff. They did it really well. The people who developed the Little Big Planet games, whoever the main directors were on those games, they knew what they were doing. They were really well done. But unfortunately, we haven't had, like I said, a mainline Little Big Planet game since 2014. Also, fun fact, if you listen to the intro music to Little Big Planet, you may recognize the starting melody.
Hold on. You went super robot for a second. Step back like a sentence or two and try again.
But yeah, if you sit down and play Little Big Planet, and just like listen to the intro cutscene, listen to the music, you may recognize the first little jingle because it's part of a C418 track.
Oh, did he do music for?
I don't think so.
Or did they steal it?
The start melody is identical. If you listen, in fact, I'll place a couple samples here so you guys can hear. Also, why is it that like every good game is developed in England or in the UK?
Is it?
Little Big Planet, right? Was Liverpool.
Yeah.
GTA 5 was Rockstar North because North. So they were UK as well, like Scotland or something like that. Like there are a few other games. I think that Sucker Punch is a English. They might be an English team. Or at least I think they were. Criterion is an English team. Or at least, like, British, you know. For some reason, so many fucking companies that I absolutely love.
You're going robot again.
Fuck.
Will you like do a mic test and see if it's on my end or your end? Because if it's on my end, it's whatever. But if it's like going
If
through like
it's
that
on
in the
my end,
podcast,
yeah,
that sucks.
we'll fucking hear it, but it's fine. um, but yeah, so many, so many of the companies that I follow for like good quality shit, we're all like like European and stuff. I never really think about it. To be fair, my favorite game of all time is Noita, and that's Finnish. The Finnish make some fucking wild games, like Barbarous You.
Hmm.
Barbarous You is actually the guy who developed Barbarous You has also worked on Noita.
Okay, and I forgot, but there was one thing I wanted to bring up in the intro before I get into my next actual point. Have you seen Dispatch yet?
Dispatch?
It's the new like Telltale type game that
Oh
has
right.
it's got like Jacksepticeye and Moist Critical and all kinds of people voicing it, and it looks and seems pretty cool.
Yeah,
I
I heard
watched the
about
first
that.
chapter or two, and it looks really good, like really fun.
Yeah,
Actually, has some really interesting gameplay on top of everything else.
it seems pretty positive. Though like they've done the whole thing again that Telltale loved doing of like releasing like a portion of the game for some
Mhm.
reason, and then you have to fucking wait until you can actually
Yep.
fucking buy the rest of the game. It's fucking stupid.
Hmm.
I've always been against it. I was against it for the Minecraft story mode as well. I'm against it for all of it. But
That
yeah,
one sucked anyway, so.
yeah, true. No, to be fair, almost all of them do. that 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 style, that like genre of game just doesn't lend itself to the good side of video games, unfortunately. Um but yeah, you wanna go where you are next?
I do. Yes, I do. Huh. Okay. But my next big one that I want to talk about is my favorite. Probably, I would probably have to say my all-time favorite IP ever that gets fucking nothing ever made for it anymore. Transformers.
Thomas, how yeah.
I have been such a giant ass Transformers nerd. I grew up watching the Generation 1 series. My first experience was the Michael Bay movies, but then I moved on because I wanted more
I think
Transformers.
I think most people's first
Watched
experience was the
G1.
Bay movies, to be fair.
Yeah. Like a lot of people in our generation, yes. But like I don't know if you guys know anything at all about the original G1 Transformers. A lot of people just know the Bayformers movies. The Bayformers are a horrible representation of what Transformers is outside of the first 30 minutes of the first movie. Like the first 30 minutes is okay, and then the new reboots, like the Bumblebee movie and the Transformers Beast, Rise of the Beasts or whatever it was, that was good. Um if you want a really good representation of what Transformers actually is without having to watch the entire G1 kids show, go play Transformers War for Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron. They are PS3, Xbox 360 era games. I own both of them. They're right here behind me. And I mean, just even the covers on these games. Look at this cover. If I can get it to not be glary. Maybe.
They do look sick. Yeah,
That right there.
they look sick. They look so
War
cool.
for Cybertron on its own. You look at that and you're like, holy shit, that looks interesting. You know? And then Fall of Cybertron has this motherfucker Metroplex on the front cover. Look at that
Look at him
motherfucker.
go.
Big as hell. Like, these are the games that I used to watch my stepbrother play these on Xbox 360. And I never had them myself, and I didn't have an Xbox to take them with me to my other parents' house because I was split custody, you know? So I finally got a hold of these games when I was young and played through them over and over and over again. But then at some point they got lost during a move somewhere. And I went back and bought them a few years back when I got my first job. It was one of the first things I purchased the second I had my own money. And I've played them a bunch of times since then. And they hold up so graphically, they do not hold up. They do not hold up graphically. But gameplay wise, amazing. Well, actually, Fall of Cybertron's graphics do hold up pretty well, but War for Cybertron looks like shit.
Yeah, no, it happens. That's me with Infamous, honestly.
But yeah, I mean, they are two absolutely amazing games, and they had, for a while, they had Transformers Reactivate in development. A new Transformers game that was going to come out, and it got canceled because it just had no funding. Nobody, like, the play tests weren't going well. Nobody wanted to play it. There was no like traction for it, even though it had been announced and it had like trailers and stuff, and like there was a whole team of people working on it, but it got canceled and put. And it's just,
it really does suck.
I was really looking forward to finally having another Transformer game or something, and nothing. And at the moment, I don't think there's anything in development for the IP or anything like that. And it's really unfortunate. It's really, really unfortunate.
I think you're correct on that, unfortunately. And it's just because Transformers is such a good franchise, and like it has so much opportunity to be so appealing to so many people as well. It's fucking giant robots.
Yeah.
What's not to love?
It's the perfect IP to make a video game out of. But like the issue with it is that the Bayformer movies kind of ruined the image and the public perception of what Transformers is supposed to be. Yeah. Transformers is not a movie about car. It's not like it is. It was made originally to sell toys, right? I think that is very obvious. It was meant to sell toys of cars that turn into robots. That's just what it is. But that is not what the story is about. Now, it's not. If you go and you like look up some like lore shit, it's more expansive than fucking Star Wars. There is more shit going on in the Transformers universe than any other IP today. It is so expansive. There's a whole background. If you did not watch it, go watch Transformers 1, the animated movie that came out with Chris Hemsworth voicing Optimus Prime. That is the best Transformers movie to date, period. Like, it sounds weird off the top of your head, and the marketing, again, that's an issue. Companies don't know how to market their products anymore. The marketing for that movie was terrible. It looked like some stupid fucking kid show with nothing, and the power of friendship beats all. No, that movie is about a fucking race war. Yeah. The whole point of that is that, like, it's literally race. It's such a good movie, a great story, so fun. It makes me so upset that nothing came from it. Nothing.
They have tried to recover the Transformers franchise a couple times. The Bumblebee movie comes to mind, which was pretty good. It was sweet, but they just...
The Bumblebee movie was good. I liked it. It's definitely one of the better live action movies. I did like Rise of the Beasts as well. It has the best representation, I think, overall of everybody except for Optimus Prime. Optimus Prime is not correct in that movie at all. He's very angry and bitter throughout the whole movie and very distrusting of everybody when he is supposed to be like,
which goes against his entire
character. His shining symbol of just love and acceptance, and all living creatures are capable of change. All living creatures are... Yeah, he's Robot Jesus. That's what it is. He is Robot Jesus that turns into a semi-truck. All right, that's America right there.
Yeah.
Even it's from Japan, but
I mean, Jesus was really also an American white guy who bestowed upon the guns to the American people. It's the reason for the second one.
Yeah. He didn't have brown skin. Definitely not.
No. He was a white dude from like Ohio or something.
Ohio.
It's the only state I know. That's a lie. I actually did a quiz on the like states and I was able to get, for the most part, all of them right on like where they are and everything.
So, you got Ohio right?
Of course I got Ohio right. Ohio's one. Kentucky is the easiest, and then the ones around them are easy. Texas, New York, and California and Nevada are all really easy. So is Colorado, and New
Florida.
Mexico. To be fair, Florida, yeah. Like, so many of them are really easy. Minnesota, Wyoming, Dakotas. Most of them are really easy, to be fair. Mississippi.
Yeah.
You're only Mississippi, Mississippi. Anyway, moving on.
Oh man. All right. So, I mean, yeah, I would love to have a new Transformers game because there's so much to do with that IP. There really is, and they are wasting it.
They really are, and it's such a good IP. It really is. And
It's
like,
so fun.
it has comics as well. Like, if something has comics,
Yeah.
you know, it's positive. It's positive. You can get all nerds in on it, and nerds spend a lot of money on shit. Nerds have way
Yeah.
too much money to spend on stuff, honestly.
I mean, that's the one thing about Transformers is that their toys and their collectibles aren't just like a static statue. They
Yeah.
literally like they so much. It takes some of the smartest engineers in the world to make some of them Transformers toys. I swear it has to because of the ways that they
agreed.
work.
It's insane. It really is. Oh, my eyes have gone so red. What the fuck? Do that shit.
I don't know. Too much cocaine. Or
Yeah,
sorry,
probably.
not enough cocaine.
Oh yeah, you're absolutely right about that. Anyway, moving forth. I have a few older franchises that I want to talk about. Unreal Tournament and Red Faction I'm going to put together because even though they're very, very different games, they like grew up with them around the same time. Unreal Tournament was basically a tech demo. And the best way to describe it was tech demo. The way that Unreal Tournament worked is it was developed by Epic Games. There we go, you're on frozen now. It was developed by Epic Games.
Noticed.
And it was basically used to show off their new Unreal Engine. So when they developed the new Unreal Engine, like for example, for the Unreal Engine 3, they released Unreal Tournament 3. Unreal Tournament 3 was one of my favorite shooter games of all time. And it's honestly kind of is. It was so fucking fun to play. And like the different game modes they had as well were creative as well. Like this is something that I keep coming back to is like the games that seem to do the best, not do the best, but the games that seem to be my favorite are the ones with the unique game modes. Even if I never end up playing them, it was obvious that there was passion there and creativity there that went into these things. Like there was like the way that they designed the game was just so interesting. There's such massive maps for like the big ones. Where you'd like have to it was almost like territory control. You'd have to go out and like destroy different aspects of the enemies, what the enemy controls, and get closer and closer to their base. And when you destroyed their base reactor, then you'd win. But there were a few of them, like all sorts of different game modes. There were the much smaller maps as well, much more tight knit, like close quarters and stuff, tight corners, that kind of stuff. And it was just so fun, and like the weapons were all really fun to play with as well. And I genuinely miss Unreal Tournament. It was available on PC like a few years ago, but they delisted it from the Steam store and everything, and I'm so fucking mad about it. I need to get my hands on an Unreal Tournament 3 key because that game is so fun. Even just against bots, it was fun. That being said, another game that I played a lot around that time was Red Faction. I have all of the Red Faction games on my PC. Because they're all available on Steam, thank God. They are so fun to play, and like again, those are also you can play multiplayer, and like PvP and stuff, in a couple of them. But those games, like Red Faction Guerrilla, for example, was just such a good like storyline, and it was so fun to play. It's yet another game that like it just felt so satisfying, and it was so enjoyable playing through. And like, yeah, they've aged, but you can still sit down and genuinely enjoy playing Red Faction Guerrilla. And it works. And it's fun. And it's enjoyable. And it's something you can actually sit down and be like, oh yes, I'm having fun playing this game. Unlike playing the new Call of Duty.
Fucking exactly.
I wish these are definitely low down on my list, but Unreal Tournament is up there for a game I would love to see coming back. Red Faction, I don't expect it to happen. I don't see it happening. To be fair, it's the same with a lot of these, but I'd love a new Red Faction game. Even if it was developed by an entirely new company, all I care about is that it's fucking good and it keeps true to the originals and like the vibe. Did you want to take on your own one?
Yeah, I only have 2 more left,
You
and
do.
I think I'm just going to make a quick little stop off here at Wizard 101. Wizard 101 is another one I actually mentioned it earlier when I was talking about DC. It's
Mm-hmm.
another one of those childhood MMOs I played a lot. And it recently got a port over to consoles and Switch and stuff, so it's already kind of got a really good chance at a resurgence.
Mm-hmm.
I would love if it gets enough traction and enough people buy enough stuff for them to fix up their servers, upgrade some stuff, make it run better, add more stuff, and just I would love it if this new port led to a bunch of new content. Just a
Yeah.
bunch. But that's all I really have to say about Wizard 101. The last thing I have to actually talk about here is I just have it labeled as eco, but it's more so team eco, or I think now they're gen design or something like that. Um Team Eco's first game was Eco, if you can believe it.
Wild.
Eco is a single player PS2 title. It is one of the best games. I've never beat it, but the general gameplay that I'd have gotten, it is one of my favorite, like, just sit down, play the game, and just chill. It's a really good puzzle game. It inspired all kinds of other huge developers to make their games. Like, I think I talked about this in the last episode, but Miyazaki,
Mm-hmm.
the guy who does Dark Souls and Elden Ring and all this stuff, the game that inspired him to make games is Eco. The guy who
Yeah.
went on to make The Last of Us, he was extremely inspired by Eco and its system where the whole game you're playing as a little boy and you are trying to protect this little girl
Mm-hmm.
that you bring around with you everywhere, and she is a constant companion. The entire game is an escort mission, but it's good. It's a good escort mission. It's very fun. And they also made the much more popular Shadow of the Colossus, and later they released The Guardian, The Last Guardian, which is very
Yeah.
good. I really like that game. Very good game. But they just recently announced Project Robot, which doesn't have an official name yet. I think it's just going by Project Robot right now.
Mm-hmm.
But the trailer for that is only like a minute long and shows nothing. But just the trailer itself, the entire thing is recorded from actual gameplay of the game. You can tell from the way that the character in the trailer walks that it's like this is actually what the game is.
Yeah.
And it looks like it could be very interesting. There's not much to look at, but just the vibe you get from that first game, I am very excited. It's one of the games
Yeah.
looking the most forward to.
It's
I
nice to
just
actually look
really
forward to
hope
something for once.
I just really hope that Triangle is not jumping this game because Umita Fueda is a huge old school game dev, and he's only released 3 games since the PS2, so he likes making his control schemes kind of shit
I
because he's
love
stuck on
when
the old school game controls.
I love when you actually can change your control scheme in a video game. I think there should always be a good selection of default controls. If you want to be old school, go for it, but give like the new gens their new gen controls. Give Southpaw, give Mirrored, give that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's just so much better that way.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Man,
that
I
is.
mean, it's a game series and a developer that is just so incredibly talented.
Mm-hmm.
And there's theories all over the place that all of the games are connected and stuff. And I probably once every year or two, I'll go back and I'll play through Shadow of the Colossus like 4 times in a row. And
Yeah, I think I mentioned that before.
it's very, very good. And it's one of those games that every time I play it, I no matter how many times I defeat the bosses, no matter how many times I do anything, it's still just so amazing to because I mean, think about the time that this came out. Let me look this up really quick.
Yeah, that game is fucking old.
Oh yeah, came out in 2005.
Wild.
Let me see. Release date 2005. Saw Resident Evil 4, Ultimate Spider-Man, Call of Duty 2, Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Chaos something. Yeah, I mean, I'm just looking at all this. Burnout Revenge.
Planet Revenge, fuck yeah.
I'm trying to look around for what kind of games came out this year. Kingdom Hearts, God of War. The first God of War came out that year. And amongst all of these games that are super big, super loud, super crazy, and I think the next year in 2006 is when Arkham Asylum released, I think. It's either 06 or 08, one of the two.
Uh-huh.
In the middle of all of these super big, super loud, crazy games that are just revolutionary, you know?
Mm-hmm.
In the middle of all of this, they released Shadow of the Colossus. This giant, huge, expansive map where all there is in the entire map is a few birds, some lizards, some shrines, and the 16 colossi. And that's it. It is 16 colossi that you spawn in, you get a little bit of story that's very vague. You hold your little sword up, you follow the light, you go kill a colossus. Then you get teleported back to the spawn area, and you follow the light to the next colossus, and you do that 16 times, game's over. That's it. There are some collectibles. You can get you can upgrade your health and your stamina by getting the lizards and the fruit and stuff. And there's some post-game stuff you can do where you can, if you beat the game, I think it's 4 times in a row, you end up with enough stamina to be able to climb the tower all the way up to the top and see secret stuff up there. But outside of that, there's nothing else in that game. And it is so different and so odd compared to anything from that time, this time, or before. There's nothing else like it. Except for maybe Pray for the Gods, which is highly inspired by it, but I never played it.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I think that like the whole idea of like taking like an entire genre and just fucking tipping it on its head and just fucking throwing it out there is it's brilliant.
It's just 16 boss fights in a row. The levels are the boss. The levels are the colossi.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you get put into an arena, and your whole goal is to climb the colossus and kill it. You have to climb it physically by grabbing onto its hair, onto any armor bits it has on it. Some of them are half made of stone and dirt and sand. There's some of them that are flying around in the sky. You have to figure out how to knock them to the ground or get them to swoop down to you so you can jump on them. Like, it is just one giant puzzle game in a boss fight skin, and it's so good. It's so good. It's like taking the divine beasts from Breath of the Wild and putting them on crack cocaine. It's just a masterpiece of a game, and if you've never played it, I highly recommend it. Some people don't get past the controls because it's a little jank, but it's meant to be.
Yeah, there are some games that are like that, but I think that like with enough willing, you know, you can easily get past that. Just takes a bit of getting used to it, you know, building up that muscle memory again. Will, let's do
Yeah, okay, here we go. This is a much better show of what was coming around in this time. 2004 had Halo 2, Half-Life 2, GTA 4, Need for Speed Underground, fucking Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater came out that year.
Snake Eater.
Ninja Gaiden, They just announced the Snake Eater remake, didn't they?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's already out, isn't it?
Sometime soon. I don't know.
Yeah.
Spider-Man 2, the PS2 Spider-Man 2 video game came out the year before this. Sly 2 came out. Red Dead Revolver came out that year, 2004. Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell, another one of those. Burnout 3 came out in 04. Metroid Prime Echoes came out in 04. Fable, Silent Hill 4. Yeah. All of these games, just so many games that are just so loud and big and bombastic. The universe of video games is starting to get just so crazy expansive and huge, and Shadow of the Colossus comes out just in the middle of it all and just kind of takes so many people by storm, and it's such a classic game that everybody should play, or at least give a shot, because it's cheap as hell.
Yeah, absolutely. It really is one of those that just everyone should pick up and try at least once.
And the Blue Point remake came out in 2018, and that is a gorgeous, gorgeous game. It's one of the most beautiful games on PS4.
Hell yeah.
Unfortunately, there is no way to play it on PC without an emulator.
That's fine. Emus are pretty easy to come across anyway.
Yeah.
Especially
in Australia.
Brilliant. Yep. Yeah, they are. They're so common that they lost a war against them.
Yeah, I know. Damn emulators.
Emulators, exactly. Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Anything else you have to talk about, or are we done?
Yeah, I am getting a bit EP here, so I will wrap this up very, very soon. However, so a couple of honorable mentions I do want to say here. The Killzone franchise was brilliant. The first and last installments are a bit but the middle ones fucking goated, and had some incredible story as well. And some really nice gunplay. Rayman game. The last Rayman game was like Rayman Legends in 2013. Those games were fun. Everyone could enjoy a Rayman game. They were brilliant. I remember playing Rayman Legends when it released inside of a store, inside a game store, in when they have this TV and the console set up so you could fucking play it. I remember playing
one of the displays.
Yeah, it was so fucking fun. I also remember playing one of the Need for Speed games and one of those kinds of things in a game station, but that's besides the point. A Payday franchise needs to actually do something fucking good for once, since they released Payday 3 and it was an absolute fucking flop. It was horrendous how badly that game flopped. And Bioshock.
I forgot it existed.
Yeah, for real. The
Bioshock is still really popular.
It is incredibly popular. It is so popular. It is beautiful as well. And there is nothing new about Bioshock. These games are fucking.
Who are the devs for Bioshock? Are they doing something?
That's a good fucking question. Let me look that up. Bioshock. Who develops this game? 2K. Yeah, 2K are doing
Boston.
Something. 2K are always doing something. 2K Boston is called Irrational Games now. Good to know. But yeah, the Bioshock games were very, very popular. And still are. They still get so much talk. Whenever anyone talks about6story games, almost always Bioshock comes up into the mix because it really is one of those staples.
Irrational Games was closed in 2014, so they're closed. Its legacy continues through Ghost Story Games, a new studio founded by Ken Levine. The new studio's upcoming game is Judas, a first-person shooter inspired by Bioshock. With no confirmed release date yet, another potential Bioshock game is also in development at 2K's Cloud Chamber studio. So potentially another Bioshock game is in development, but again, this is the AI overview. Take it with a grain of salt. AI overviews tell people to kill themselves sometimes, so that's...
One Reddit user said, kill yourself.
Yeah, that is crazy. I need to know if that was photoshopped or real. I can only hope that it was real, because that's funny as shit.
I'm pretty certain it is. Okay, I've found a thing from the 7th of August. Bioshock 4 has had some ups and downs along the way, but Take-Two CEO promises and this is a quote, hand on heart, without question, that the immersive sim is going to come out. So probably 2026, we'll see Bioshock 4? That's actually really exciting to hear. That is really, really exciting to hear, to be honest. I'm pretty sure it has been in that development hell. Like, remember fucking Duke Nukem Forever? I'm pretty sure it's gonna be in one of those situations where it's just been developed for like the past 11 years. But I'd very much like to see a new Bioshock game. It'd be really, really, really nice if they can actually do something with it. Though my actual final game here, the Saints Row franchise. The Saints Row franchise was so good until the recent one.
I was trying to think of what SR meant.
So
we don't talk about what SR meant.
We don't talk about the new Saints Row game, Saints Row 2022, which actually caused the downfall of Volition, the company that developed Saints Row for all this time. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about the other fucking spin-off that was supposed to be like a spiritual successor to Saints Row. What we do talk about is Saints Row fucking 3, Saints Row 4. They were brilliant games. I really fucking enjoyed them. They were lovely. But apparently, I had a look into it while you were talking. Even though 2022 reboot absolutely fucking bombed it, the one of the like original developers and stuff, the original director, like talked about how bad the reboot was, and that there was just no point in it, and it was obviously going to fail. He said he would have taken it in a different direction, and I'm quoting here. He says that he'd be happy to take it. He said, "Embrace a group. If you're listening to this, contact me. Let's go. I can bring much of the old band back together who worked on Saints Row 1. I could turn that IP around with a decent enough budget. They don't even have to fund it. I could get other outside people to fund it. I could turn the franchise around. I know I could." Honestly, I believe him. I think that Stockman could easily actually make the series good. I think that if he actually, if they gave him enough budget, if they gave him the actual IP to just work with, I believe that he could direct a good fucking game. Because Saints Row 2022 reboot was absolute dog shit, and like I said, led to the shutting of Volition, as far as I'm aware. It was basically the reason why they shut down, which really, really sucks, because Volition were brilliant. I loved Volition, but here we are anyway. And Saints Row 3 was hilarious. Saints Row 4 was fucking comical. Absolutely goofy, but it was really fucking fun. That's all I want from a game, is to be fucking fun. And rememberable as well. Like, it has to stand out in your memory. It has to be interesting. It has to be unique. Like, my family just downstairs earlier were talking about movies in that same vein. It's like, again, a movie needs to be like, have some aspects about it to be remembered. And it's the same with video games. Like, if we think about all of the video games we want to be revived here, like, every single one of these is interesting and unique and different in its own way.
Titanfall 2 is a step above the rest, but yeah.
Oh, absolutely. But like, they're all like one of a kinds in their own genres. Titanfall 2, Burnout, Infamous, Monster Hunter Wilds, Gotham Knights, fucking Rayman, Guitar Hero. Like, every single one of these is interesting and different and unique and is worth reviving. But that being said, it's nice to hope and pray. I doubt that many of these will get a reboot or anything of the sort, but it'd be really nice to see from a couple of these.
Last minute inaugural every episode thing I talk about, no real news on the next God of War game. Apparently there were some leaked screenshots of a canceled multiplayer live service God of War game.
I can't believe they actually entertained that idea.
Yep. At the beginning of the year, Sony canceled 2 unannounced live service games that were in development at Bin Studio and Bluepoint Games, with the latter thought to be a multiplayer God of War game.
Jesus Christ. They actually entertained that idea? Are you kidding me? That's wild. I fucking hate
I
this.
wonder
whole
how
life
it would even
section.
work.
I'm not even gonna think about it. I'm just gonna go fucking bed.
Yeah, I don't know how that would work at all.
Yep.
But
Nope. We're not
yes,
gonna
there
go
are
sleep.
many. Just like we said, guys, go find some games, some old games that are good.
Yeah,
Play
we've
them, give them
mentioned a
some
lot of
love.
them here. A lot of these are cheap
Yeah.
as well. Cheap as fuck. Cheap as
Yes.
hell. Like Titanfall 2,
I mean,
super cheap. BioShock goes cheap and can be
I mean,
free
let me
times.
just read through mine. DC Universe Online, free. Titanfall 2, like $20 on a normal day, like $3 when it's on sale. You know, Wizard 101, free. Eco, free if you have PlayStation, like the really high PlayStation Plus subscription, which I have. Let's look. Gotham Knights, always going on sale for super cheaps. Dauntless is literally free, even though it's dead and you can't play it anymore. Monster Hunter Wilds is very expensive. It's pretty much brand new, but it goes on sale every once in a while, and it is completely worth the money. Transformers games, they're from the PS3 generation. You can probably pirate them for free if you really want to.
Yeah,
If you want to.
There's this terrible website that you should never visit called Vim's Lair, which has a lot of PlayStation 3 ROMs on it that work on PS3. Good emulator. And then you look at mine as well, like Burnout. All the Burnout games are available for fucking cheap. Infamous franchise is, again, you can fucking emulate those. Titanfall 2, again, we're going to talk about it again, $3. You know, like the Red Faction games, you can get the entire bundle for like fuck all, like $10 or something like that. You know, Fortnite Save the World, $15. Payday 2 goes stupid cheap. Play that game if you haven't already. Go it. Little Big Planet, again, emulatable.
Oh, shit.
And the old Saints Row games are also emulatable. And BioShock also got stupid cheap, and I got them for free. With Prime or something like that.
Let's see what Dauntless has to say to me.
You'd booting it up.
Yes, I am. An error occurred while communicating with game servers. Please try again later.
Yeah.
It's just dead. It's just dead.
Rip.
Nothing.
Big rip. Yeah, I shut that game down a while ago, sadly. But that being said, we're gonna shut down this episode of this podcast now. So, thank you everyone for probably falling asleep to our voices. This is my standard outro at this point. Hope you have a wonderful sleep, wonderful afternoon, wonderful evening, whatever the fuck it is for you.
I think we are lucky we didn't fall asleep to each other's voices during this episode because, I mean, it's midnight for me. What is it, 6 a.m. for you?
It's 4 a.m. for me, bro.
4 a.m. for you? Just do what I did yesterday and stay up till 10:30 in the morning.
I'm not fucking doing that. But yeah, I've been recording. We have been recording for 3 hours now. So I will edit this tomorrow or something like that.
Yes.
Thank you everyone for tuning in.
We recorded a day early, so you've got 2 days.
Yeah, makes it easy for me. And next week, same fucking time as always, same channel as always. You know,
same bat time, same bat place.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. Bye.
Okay. Bye.